I remembered a scene or two from it. As a boy, I laughed until I cried. But now there's more gay jokes than I remember. Misogyny, it makes me sigh. Still think this movie's pretty good. Recommend it, don't know if I should. So I stutter, if you just had some context. Bow, bow, bow.
That was fucking dope.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Very nice. Welcome to the Nostalgia Killers podcast, where we revisit films from our youth to see if they still hold up or should be inserted into the great DVD player in the sky. Welcome to our first...
Or the VHS casket below.
There you go.
In honor of our metal brethren.
Welcome to our first video podcast. It is in honor of our guest Taylor Diffenderfer's birthday and her choice of doing... This is all out of order.
That's okay.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. We're live, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Do live.
I'm, of course, Gene Simmons. Welcome to my podcast.
Thanks, for
Paul
having
Stanley.
Me,
Thanks for having me.
Ace Frehley, what's up?
hey, Peter Chris here. Just happy to be included.
I'm glad we're back in the band. It's awesome. It's been a while.
And we watched Detroit Rock City.
Woo!
The movie that's now older than the time period they were flashing back to when the movie was made.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my brain.
Yeah,
Mind
sorry.
blown. No, it's
Sorry.
okay.
That's the truth. By a couple of years.
False.
Yeah. 99, a long time ago.
All right. We watched Detroit Rock City. For an elevator pitch, I have 4 teenage boys try to attend a Kiss concert in Detroit, Motor City.
That's all you need.
That's all you need,
it,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah. From the suburbs of Michigan to Detroit Rock City. An adventure. A quest,
Truly.
if you will.
It really
Yeah.
is.
It's basically Lord of the Rings.
The stakes are fucking high.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's harrowing.
Yeah.
It does have kind of like 2 middle acts. Like
Yeah.
there are 2 different movies in this. And it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, the splitting of the party, right?
Yeah.
When he didn't do the tickets properly, that was Boromir.
That was Sean Bean trying to steal the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Just unintentional because he's his own enemy, just like Boromir. There's a lot of similarities here. We'll get into it deeper, yeah.
Yeah, so like Mrs. Bruce would be... Sauron? The
Yeah,
Eye of
definitely
Sauron?
Saruman.
Yeah.
Yeah. The car thieves are orcs.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Truly.
Sauron is. Detroit itself
Yeah.
Detroit
is Mordor.
It's evil.
He's the
It's
dude that
evil
wouldn't give him
watchful
the
eye.
tickets at the radio station.
Yeah. No, that
Oh.
little boy. He's Sauron.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
Truly.
dressed like me.
Yeah.
The 7-Eleven.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Sauron. With his all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he's got,
Okay.
All right.
skins.
Well, Taylor, this was your selection.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your nostalgic attachment to this film? Aside from obviously what's going on here.
Yeah. So I've been a Kiss fan since I was like a little girl. Like I think I was 11 when I discovered them. So when I first saw this movie, I was like, oh, this movie was made for me. Because it really is like, it's such a good fan movie. Like if you're a fan of Kiss, you're gonna love this movie. And even if you're not, it's just fucking fun. I don't remember the first time I watched it, but I think I was probably a teenager. But I've been like watching it. I watch it pretty frequently. It's like a good movie to have on in the background. But yeah, I love this movie. So thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I was 10 when this came out. Probably didn't see it till I was like 11 or 12. So, of course, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Like a few movies we've covered on this, it had everything you could possibly want at that age. Slapstick, classic rock, boobies, gross out humor, dick and fart jokes. Holy shit.
Naked
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of fans of Detroit Rock City, my mom fucking loves this movie.
Yes.
Probably as much as you do, honestly.
Nice.
Yeah, she loves this movie. She says that it perfectly like encapsulates a snapshot of that time, and literally like our four heroes are just like, oh, those are guys like I dated or hung out with, like to a T. It's like no, like. Your father could have been tripped probably, and I'm sorry for that. Like that.
That's the worst of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, we definitely owned it on VHS growing up. Probably seen it over 30 times. For better, for worse, we used to quote this movie ad nauseum as kids. But I'll save all that for the band name section.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I know where I was when I saw it. My friend showed it to me. But yeah, I was probably 12, maybe 13. It was one of the movies along with Wayne's World and most unfortunate, Mark Wahlberg's Rockstar movie.
That came up for me as well.
Yeah, just movies that, like, because I was like a rock kid existing in a time period that wasn't like rock time. So I looked to these movies to be like, how am I supposed to act and be? Also for better or for worse to that. But like, it was like Wayne's World, definitely the best choice for that. Like if you're gonna copy them, that one, we'll do that one at some point. But definitely watch this movie. Yeah, like probably, I don't know, 30, 40 times. Like rewatching it, it was like I don't know. I haven't seen it in over a decade, and it was like, oh yeah. Like I remember, there was nothing I
like
didn't
riding a
really
bike.
remember.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's all right there. It's super comfortable.
It was like tongue biting at times not to just say the line before it happened.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of those moments where it's like,
Absolutely.
not going to do it.
oh, yeah,
Not going to do it.
Campbell hated watching this fucking movie with me. Dude. I was literally just quoting the whole thing, and he was just like, just watch it.
Santa? Like that shit? And I like, wait, just say that all the time? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, super important movie for that time period. And yeah, I don't think I'd watch it until since 17 or something. So
Same.
yeah, been a minute.
Oh.
Right on. I only saw this movie once, probably well after it came out. I liked it, but I don't know why I haven't watched it since. But I guess it just doesn't have that much of a punch for me. But I do really love. I can appreciate a love letter to music, the way that this movie is.
Totally.
Definitely.
And that's kind of
And a
where I
time
got it.
period too, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I think they do a great job.
Yeah, this is the first meta movie we've done in the sense that it's a nostalgic podcast doing a movie that is so seeped in nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit older than all of you, but in the 90s, for some reason, they were desperately trying to call back the 1970s.
Oh, yeah.
That you could not buy pants that weren't bell bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember I had older cousins, and it was just like they had like the flower stickers and stuff. Like it was like 1970 something.
Yeah,
like
I didn't mind it, but it was like I don't know, strange cash grab from once like the clothing companies picked up on it, and they're like, okay, this is what we're doing again.
Yeah, it happens with like.
Do we still
every
got some in the back?
generation.
Jinko
Yeah,
just
they
starts
just keep
tapering
it
a little bit. Like, no, they're bell bottoms now, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's me. I do appreciate this film. I also haven't seen it since probably 2002, so it's been 20 years.
Hell yeah. Well, Taylor, this is going to be the entire, body of the podcast. What are your favorite scenes?
Oh my god.
Why are we doing this movie? What's going on?
Why are we doing this movie? Because this movie fucking rules. I have so many favorite scenes, and I'm gonna try and rein it in. Should I just fucking go? Should
Yeah,
I
just
start?
go.
All right. The opening scene. Okay, first off, I just have to say, Lynn Shay
Yeah.
is my favorite fucking character actress of all time.
I forgot she was in this, and I got immediately happy when I saw her.
Oh,
yes.
she is so. This might be my favorite role she's done. Although Kingpin is pretty up.
Yeah, she's in
the
all
landlady.
the Fairly Brother movies.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah. But she's just, she fucking makes this movie like a million times better. Everything she does is fucking gold. I love her so much. I'm gonna keep saying that throughout this podcast.
Yeah, the setup with the Carpenters. And
yes.
she's like singing the Carpenters, comes down. She just wants her drink and her Carpenters.
Her
and...
giant glass of wine, it's like filled to the brim.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we can do video jokes.
I know.
now.
So we can actually, yeah.
And like once, like it was Love Gun. Well, no, it's not. It's I Stole Your Love, but like that album plays, and she just the reaction, just like wine everywhere, and she's so fucking frantic, and she just like can't figure out how to just like unplug.
Yeah, or
like,
just turn it off. It's her
She's
record
just, like,
player.
It won't open.
Yeah. Like she's gonna have a fucking brain aneurysm. Yeah, that is just you immediately it's like setting the scene. It's like this is a goofy fucking movie.
Yeah.
So I love that. And then like the whole like what is it? The title sequence. It's just like they're like we're in 1970.
Oh, the opening
Yeah.
credits are phenomenal.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
like
Really great.
encapsulation of the time period. What all the images they're showing. Like when I was watching this movie, it was also like I love the 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love the 80s and stuff like that. So like all of it was like providing this like context. Like I almost feel like it's companion to this movie is watching the I love the 70s or something. But 'cause
Totally.
it's like all those beats are
Yeah.
right there. They just give you like 1 second of each, right?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I think they do such a good job with it.
Yeah. It's a really good montage.
Yes, I agree.
To Love Gun, right? That's when
That's when Love
the
Gun.
song.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
On that Love Gun note, I loved like when she throws the record in the trash, and then we get the arm
That was cool.
sweeping over, spinning the record in the trash bin.
It's very
like,
cool.
Yes.
It's very
yeah.
They have a lot. There's a lot of really cool shots in this movie, which
Yeah.
we'll get to. But I was like,
cool. Yeah, like trick shots.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
definitely like playing with the form and stuff. It is pretty interesting.
yeah. I love that it goes right into like their band practice, and they're so fucking shit.
Yeah, they're so
They
bad.
Yeah.
suck, and that's perfect. They
Yeah,
should
exactly.
suck.
If you want
Mystery is terrible.
some real cringe material, there's some behind the scenes of Eddie Furlong in the booth, and he's like doing the Mark Wahlberg from Boogie Nights. That how bad he sounds.
Oh.
It's really really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
great
that's,
They
for the
should
movie.
be bad.
You put enough noise behind it. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is the first time I've ever noticed this. I've seen this movie so many fucking times, but they have sparklers.
Yeah.
Like attached to their instruments. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
such a good touch.
to be like Ace.
Yeah,
right?
they don't have
With
the
smoking.
pyrotechnics, so they gotta like, yeah. Ugh, fucking great. And that, like, pretty much every scene that Lin Shaye is in is my favorite scene.
Yeah, right on.
You know, but like, you know, her knocking on the window and like, get out here, and then one of my
It smells like pot.
Yeah.
It smells in here, bro. It smells.
she doesn't even enter. But she's just so mad, and like one of my favorite quotes when she takes Jam by the ear and like drags him away, and Lex is like, if he misses Peter Criss's drum solo, he won't be able to continue with his fucking life.
That guy's so good. He's probably the best of all of them.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's a
He's
great.
fucking great.
Yeah, I really liked him in this.
Like
movie.
he seems real.
Yeah.
Like more than any of them. I mean, the rest of them are good and immersive, but like he seems like he's like, yeah, you're there. You're in
You're
the
a guy
70s.
I would hang out with. Like
Yeah.
not even
Yeah.
like he's
Yeah.
like a timeless person.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
Everyone
oh,
else
like,
is, like,
I knew
pretty
Lex,
goofy.
basically.
He's like all the skater kids I knew, you know,
Yeah.
but nobody skated in 1978, so he's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lex is fucking great.
Yeah.
But I do feel like that line really sets the stakes for the movie. It's just like, well, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
it's life or fucking death.
Yeah.
We have to get to this fucking Kiss concert, which is
Yep.
real.
This is one of the movies that, like, I feel at some point there was a war against rock, right? Like, there was this, like, we got to shut this down. We got to stop this. But it's like this, by the time I was listening to rock, like Satanic Panic, all that shit's like
Yeah.
20 years old, but I was still fighting the war. Like, I'm like, they're trying to take it. They're trying to take my fucking rock and roll. It's like, no, it's like 2005, dude. Like, no. Motley Crue's on like classic rock stations. No one cares.
Yeah.
You are. I'm like the guy who kept fighting the war. You know, like 26 years later, they found him still like picking
Yes.
people off. You know, the Japanese soldier.
Yeah, I know
like that's
exactly.
me. I'm like, you can't take my shit. And they're like,
I don't.
bro. Like it's pretty cool. I like some of it.
You're just
Yeah.
John Rambo.
yeah. Still fighting.
Exactly.
To this day.
You boys came home. Well, I didn't.
Yeah. You just gave up.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Rock hasn't won yet. You all gave up. But it raised the stakes of the music, and it made me love the music. I liked more because it was like there's like stakes to it or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not just listening to me. I'm like, no,
gotta
the world
fight
doesn't
for
want
your
this
right to
to
party.
exist.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to take my Chuck Berry. You know? Yeah.
Fuck. I'm just gonna keep going down.
Yeah.
Go for it.
There's just so much. I'll get more into this movie later, but Jam's mom burning the kiss tickets.
Oh,
I mean, when she shows up to school, we'll get into it, but that shot just down the hallway with her fucking tickets and I love that she's just like chain smoking throughout this entire movie.
yeah, that's one
and
of my-
she's like,
Talk about Vice.
yeah, lights a
smoking the
cigarette.
reefer. There's definitely a shot that's like you see all the cigarettes in the car when she's saying like and smoking the dope, and it's
Yeah.
like hypocrisy in a shot.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Just like her filled ashtray.
Yeah. No,
So
the
fucking intense.
when she's on the loudspeaker and stuff, like
Yeah.
deep trauma. Like I don't remember any of this stuff. I just remember being like, "This is a movie. This is fun." But like now I'm watching it, I'm like, "Oh God, dude! Like I feel bad. Like I feel bad for this poor boy."
He was just flirting with that cute girl, with Christine.
From Ever After.
Oh my God.
We should do Ever After.
She's in so many movies.
She's in
love
so
that
many.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I know,
Yeah.
but Ever After is the one you think of, right? It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Well,
Plus
but,
Drew,
good.
come on.
but I'm a
It's so
cheerleader.
good.
Yeah.
But I'm a cheerleader.
We could do that too.
come up a lot.
Natasha Lyonne, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's come up a lot.
They're so cute together. I love them. Fuck, it's Elvis.
Oh my God.
That fucking creep-tastic man. I love all the chase scenes with him. That like that also quote. There are just certain quotes that like stick in my brain and never leave. It's the like, you know, if he misses Peter Chris' drum solo one, and then like Trip talking to Lex in the bathroom. I'm like, we'll get into the soundtrack because like every song they play just like fits so well. Like Meet Me in the Ladies Room is like so good.
Yeah.
But he's just like, wake up, Lex. We just watched Jan's mom torch our Kiss tickets, man. Not REO Speedwagon, not Journey, not the Bay City Rollers. Kiss, man. Yeah, like that is like,
You need to understand the fucking stakes.
Yeah.
Like, and we do. Yeah.
So
You
good.
know, the Elvis actor is like, when he does
Who
the,
is that guy?
like, it's fucking scary looking. Like,
hella
his face
scary.
is demonic looking. Like, it's some good casting. It's very
Yeah.
good.
He
He seems
is
real
scary.
grimy and gross. And
Yeah.
Oh my God! I noticed
Yeah.
your trays match your outfits. Did you
Oh,
plan
Jesus.
that?
Yes, they're in cheerleading outfits for the school. So it's like, no, the school planned that.
Yes.
We did not plan that.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, ladies.
He's so fucking gross, dude.
But yeah,
Yeah.
when can't touch your face.
No.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't
touch
do
your
it.
face.
I forgot.
I can touch your face.
Don't. It'll still smear. Yeah, when I love the Runaways, and when I hear School Days, like forever, I think of the hallways.
Yeah.
Like,
Me too.
and it's not even like I'm thinking of that movie when I hear the song necessarily. I just think of like running through school
Yeah.
hallways, and it's like because of this movie, 100%.
Yeah. I love the Runaways so much. Like perfect. This soundtrack is so fucking good, dude.
Really
Like,
good.
Yeah.
I think
choice
that's what
they make.
like just floated it. Like, I mean, it's good, but like that's what kept it in the rotation to me. You know, like.
Yeah, for sure.
It made me feel like I was like, oh, I know music. Like, I
Yeah.
know these songs. Like,
But it's also like it's like a sensory thing, so it's like you know these songs so well, and when you're watching the movie, I think that's why it like comes back. Like as soon as this movie starts playing, it all comes back. You like remember the whole fucking movie.
yeah.
Yeah. God, I'm gonna go on
Let's just keep
forever.
going through the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say hi.
I mean,
I'll talk to my mic.
the one shot, you mentioned it, but like the shot of the mom and Jam and the burning tickets with the
Yeah.
fire and the ominous, like,
Dun 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 dun.
and it's
Yeah.
like, you have a long way to go, Jeremiah. Like, and it's like this, like, this is the meeting with the devil. Like, the devil has come for you, and you have to, like, battle against Satan himself to, like, you know, do what you need to do. Like, you know, that's the Lord of the Rings shot. If
Yeah.
anything, it's like,
Oh yeah, and they got like 3 hobbits like peering out the.
Yeah, they
like,
are like.
Yeah, their faces are so fucking goofy.
Yeah.
A lot of
Super
face
goofy.
acting in this movie.
It is. There is. Yeah.
But fucking Natasha Lyonne as Christine. As soon as she comes on the screen, it's like she's such a heartthrob. I love her so much.
Fucking
she's
Stella.
the coolest. Fucking Stella. Man, I'll be a Stella if it means I could be her Christine. She's so sick.
Yeah.
That whole scene of that, it was like a real ass fucking car chase scene, which was sick.
Yeah.
Trip is such a fucking idiot, just like tossing that pizza behind them, and like
The whole time.
still with the stakes. Like fucking Lex is like, if I get one scratch on that car, I'm dead.
Yeah.
It's just
When they're in like a harrowing, we could die in a car chase, he's like, the pain.
yeah. That's all he's thinking about. His mom's gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole scene with them like fighting them, and like Iron Man plays and they're getting out all their weapons, and
Yeah.
Natasha Lyonne's like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. And them putting the kiss makeup on them. Oh,
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Those guys are great.
They are. There's like a line from Jam. The track starts playing in their car, and he's like, oh, no, and he's throwing fucking F-bombs everywhere because they can't help themselves for whatever reason. And
See, that's the one time where I'm like, those guys should say that.
Yeah.
Every time they say it, it should be in that movie, right? It's when our protagonists, our heroes,
Sure.
are spinning the word back, but it's like, those guys would say
They
that.
would, but this movie would be so much better if it was all gone. I don't need it to be fucking accurate. Like, it's so cringy, and they say it so much that
They
like,
say it a lot.
It makes me sick. Like, it's harder for me to enjoy that scene, especially like when they have the makeup on them. And they're like, oh, they put the makeup on me, and it's like, oh, why?
Yeah.
But there's the line from Jam where he's like, fuck, did I write it down? I don't know if I did.
Where he like defends
like, this is about pizza, man. Can we leave kiss out of it?
Yeah.
Like, he's so, like, I love, he's the only chill one of the group.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's, when Natasha Lyonne gets in the car when they pick her up, like, he's just like, you guys are being assholes, and Trip is being a creep, and
Yeah. But he's positioned as the like the pussy, right?
Right,
Because
yeah.
he's like not like, so you gonna like suck our dicks or what?
Yeah.
like I mean, Trip.
That's going on Instagram.
That's fine. Trip is like so terrible, but I think a lot of people had friends in the friend
For
group
sure, yeah.
that
Oh,
were
yeah.
Trip or worse. than
there's a
Trip,
Trip
right?
in every group.
Yeah,
And- yeah.
I mean, in teenagers, come
And
on.
if you
That's what I
can't
mean, yeah.
think of Trip, then you are Trip. That's the problem.
If you don't remember,
If you're like, no, man, it was so cool and nice.
I chose great friends.
Yeah. Hopefully, when you're older, you realize you were the Trip.
That's why I wasn't at the birthday party. Okay.
I'm the one who's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll skip some of these things because I want you guys to like.
Oh no, we can
talk
we can also popcorn it. We can jump
All
in.
right.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing good.
Okay, I'm just gonna dive in then.
Yeah.
My personal favorite scene is Trip's convenience store debacle. Like as a whole,
That's a whole
So-
other movie, dude.
so
That like
fucking
started
good.
a whole other story.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, I loved it.
That's
Yes.
my favorite thing in the whole film.
Yeah.
Is just like, nah, man. Like I don't need to buy tickets off a scalper. I'm gonna beat him out of some poor unsuspecting child. It was like his literal MO.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm just gonna beat up a kid. It's gonna be great.
The scalper's like, whatever, fucking burnout. Like, fuck you, dude. And he is correct.
Yeah.
All the bad things that happen to Trip,
It happened for a
it's
reason.
fine. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
don't want
deserves
him.
it.
I don't want him to get the kiss. I don't
No.
want any of like he deserves to get fucking his ass.
I
beat
do
in an
love though
alley.
that you see him like for what he truly is and stuff in that scene too, where he's just like tries to mug the 5-year-olds, gets a Stretch Armstrong, goes in, immediately tries like, okay, well, duh, dude, a 5-year-old's not gonna have a ticket. I'm gonna go for the 11-year-old's gonna have a
got some
ticket.
makeup.
He's got the makeup, and then that whole bit, like just the quick like release of power.
Yeah.
Like instantly, like your kiss ticket of your life, and then all of a sudden, as soon as Chongo shows up,
Chongo.
we used to say that all the time. That's the most quotable thing in this movie. Probably still say that occasionally. I just call people Chongo all the time.
Yeah.
And I have to think about it and be like, oh, does that have any racial connotations to anyone? Because I don't mean it that way.
I thought it was a
it's
callback.
Chongo.
I thought it was a callback to Mongo from Blazing Saddles.
It could be. I
Mongo,
don't know.
also a 1970s Cleveland Browns football player.
Oh,
I
well,
think.
yeah.
I watched one 30 for 30, and that was the one.
That was the one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Don't
just
try
like,
to run. Chongo's a track star.
I know everything about it. And Chongo is the most like caveman human being you've ever seen.
Yeah, Godzilla's a good track for
that's
that.
a Looney
It's
Tunes
perfect.
dynamic, right?
Exactly.
Like, you got the two cronies who never say anything, but it's like, that's the like, what do we do, boss? What do we... Shut up.
Exactly.
It's like the little brother is the like ringleader
He's
of
Muggsy.
these giant adults, right? Like, what do we do? Should I hit him? Like, yeah, hit him. Get him.
Good one, boss.
Yeah.
I love that it just like how quickly it escalates from it's like, oh, I'm going to beat up this child for a ticket to all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I'm going to commit armed robbery so that I don't get murdered by 3 grown men.
Yeah, they are like adults.
No, those guys are like,
He's still a kid.
those guys are in their 30s. Yeah, like
yeah.
Trip is like a teenager in the
16.
movie,
Yeah,
16
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But like those guys are supposed to be, I think, like 25. Like, yeah.
We're still running track. What would they be doing?
They're,
I thought he said he
they're
was
in college. They got to be
college.
in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still.
But
much
still,
bigger,
either way.
much more adult.
Either way, yeah, you're not fucking with Chongo.
They gotta protect their his little bro.
Oh, but yeah, that's my number 1. And then
It's a brilliant.
Yeah.
my number
brilliant
2
scene.
has to
Wait,
be.
I'm so
oh,
sorry. We cannot skip past this.
No, we're doing the whole thing. Don't worry.
Just also a great quote. Well, they're all fucking great. But when, Stretch Armstrong saves the day.
Yeah.
And he's like, but before that, I guess he's like, hey, like, drop it or whatever the fuck he says. And he's like, oh, like, I'm going to kick your ass or something. It's like, yeah, you and what army?
Yeah.
The Kiss Army.
It's like, you fucking know.
The Kiss
like,
Army,
if
bro.
you've never seen this movie, you're like, the Kiss Army, the fucking Kiss Army.
Yeah.
Like, so fucking good.
So silly.
So good.
Like, because imagine someone actually saying that, you'd be like, what?
No.
Oh, I don't think we should
would
beat
be
this kid up. I
hard.
think he's like,
Yeah.
like not nor.
Or that's like if you are like
That's what
a
I would say.
if you're like a cutthroat, armed robber, that's also you're like, oh, I can shoot this guy. This guy is like, this guy isn't gonna do anything.
Not a threat.
No, not a threat at all.
Kiss Army. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're gonna kiss me?
I'm gonna kill you
He
out of
doesn't know what
spite,
that
man.
means.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy was born in the 40s. This is 78. Like, come on.
Oh god. Second favorite scene in the entire movie though is got to be the scalper speech. Shake your wee wee.
Yeah.
Shake your wee wee.
Shake your wee wee.
Yeah, that guy who's like, who's he supposed? Is he supposed to look like Carlos Santana or something? That's what I got.
I never actually like assigned him to anything. I was just thought he was, cool street guy. Basically, is what I thought he was going for the whole time.
Well, they
Yeah.
play Santana.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's playing Black Magic Woman, I think. So I think he's like supposed to be modeled after 70s era Carlos Santana. I don't know.
It's just like a little.
I just love him painting the
sidewalk
picture and
creep.
everything too. And then I also love that I actually was waiting for a twist. The first time, even when I was a kid, I saw it. I was waiting for the twist being like, oh, he works for the strip club. Because he keeps pushing the strip club the whole time. Like, that's your only option, bro.
I used to think
Yeah.
that forever. I thought that. I was like, oh yeah, he's but then, he's
Yeah.
just
Maybe
trying
he's a
to
silent
scalp.
partner.
He might be.
Him and Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to him in a second. But yeah, no, just that whole like, oh yeah, Detroit, Motor City.
Yeah,
Like, I'm talking big breastises and tight vestises, my friend.
I don't want to
talking-
bring the party down, but I thought I saw that guy in some other movies. I could have sworn. Probably. But he actually passed away like 2 years after this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I looked him up because I was like, that guy's fucking
I know.
brilliant. Why isn't he in more
He-
stuff?
He is in Bring It. No, yeah, he's in Bring It On.
He's in Bring It On,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's
He's great,
The
yeah.
Ken doll.
Yeah,
such a character.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah. You're welcome. I brought that.
Thank you.
That's what I do here.
Thanks for
But just to lift it right back up, though. Oh my God, we're gonna rock and roll all night, baby. This is gonna be a 9-hour podcast. It's gonna be amazing. Number 3 has to be Jam confronting his mom.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite scene in the whole
Like,
movie.
just like, yeah, give me back my fucking drumsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, actually,
Please.
yeah. It's on the nose, but you want it on the nose. It's this fucking movie. You want it that on the nose. You want just like a full on, like, okay, you are big bad. Do you not know you are big bad? I'm telling you, you are big bad.
Oh, yeah,
Just, yeah.
He's so
He's
like
so good.
scared
Yeah.
of his mom this whole time. Like we needed to have that scene
Exactly.
where he, like,
We need to have the
really
liberation, yeah.
stands up to her. And Lin Shaye's acting in this moment. She's like fucking tearing up.
Yeah.
You almost feel bad
Yeah.
for her.
Because she kind of realizes
What she's
been
done,
doing, yeah.
What she's been doing. That she's been like, you know, and it's like she's probably experienced some sort of repression.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like
Yeah.
that bringing like, oh, I'm an oppressor. Okay.
And it's a tough
you know,
fucking
she
speech.
loves Jesus, but she loves her son.
Yeah.
But and she thinks she's doing him right, taking him to boarding school, doing all that stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, in like what I was saying, that I was like fighting some war. That was like one of the like, there's our Normandy. Like,
Yeah.
stick it. Like you summed it all up, Jam. Like, no, that was an important scene for sure. That's one of my favorites.
So good. I just lost my virginity in a confessional booth. Lord have mercy. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, what is the group? It's like Mothers Against the Music of Kiss.
Yeah, what was
Mama or something.
Yeah, it's Mathok or something. Yeah.
that? Right down.
That's part
So
of
good.
part of the only thing I wrote down as like favorite thing is like I miss these movies that show the older generation being afraid of new technology and new music, and that's how they're just conservative and stuck in the past, and
Yeah.
they don't realize that they did the same fucking thing when they were growing up. Their parents didn't like their music, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still do it. Everyone still does it.
Yeah.
I guess.
One of my no, but I mean a
fucking
lot of
me.
people still do. They're like, what are you listening to?
Yeah.
One of my favorite people in the whole movie is the bartender at the strip
Oh,
club.
he's so sweet. Yeah.
Like we would do that all
fucking
the time, just
hair.
like and then like vibrate.
Yeah.
You're not going to chicken out on me, are you, buddy?
Yeah, but he's so inspiring.
I know.
Like he's
He
just
really
like a
is.
great guy. And then like by the end of it, he's like Edward Furlong's just like
This fucking guy.
Like,
yeah,
he
exactly. You're
loves
my
that.
man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like-
Yeah, dude. Shannon Tweed's dimples are inspiring.
very.
Mm.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. No, the vibrating bartender almost makes what happens in that scene feel like it's cool. Like maybe that's what like blinded me was like, well, I mean, dude, he's in on it. Like he's having a great time. Like there's
seems
nothing wrong
That guy doesn't
happening.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
guy
true.
doesn't know he's underage or anything
Yeah.
like that. That guy's just
No,
like,
he's just happy.
you got
Yeah.
this, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
little on the scrawny side, but I dig it.
I dig. Yeah, exactly. So empowering.
Everything positive. Like,
No,
yeah.
he's the Saturday night dancer. It's like a Wednesday.
cute.
He's bartending. He's got he's still got bills to pay. So he's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I think just about everybody except our 4 protagonists and Lin Shaye were trying to get into their next movie
Yeah.
by
People were-
the amount of acting they were doing.
Oh.
They're really going for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
The
Yeah.
priest, Father McNulty,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
To bring it
haven't
back
talked
to
about the priest.
the 70s, Freaks and Geeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the dad from Freaks and
Yes,
Geeks.
Mr. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I knew. I think I watched Freaking Geeks before I ever saw this
okay.
movie. And so when he came on the scene, I was just like, Mr. Weird, what are you fucking what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really pulling his chops, man.
Yeah,
What a
no,
great performance.
That whole scene is one of my favorites. What are you looking at, Sister Gonorrhea? Waiting for a bus? Like I remember, like what? I don't get it. Like I was a kid, I don't get it. I still don't get why he calls her Sister Gonorrhea, but it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and paying for the pizza with the donation box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you brought a lunch.
Yeah, he's not gonna share. He's got an extra large pizza.
Yeah, the worst human being.
The way he eats the pizza too. Is
Yeah.
That was a very dry mushroom.
he's so good in that movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene of him confronting his mom
Yeah.
is my favorite. It's just a culmination, really, because all my favorite scenes are him and his mom. Like,
So you're
they're
a
just,
Jam fan.
of course, I'm a Jam fan.
He's a little
How
cutie,
could you
yeah.
not be?
I think
The baby face.
I love, like, I love him losing his virginity in the confessional booth. Like, that is, like, he deserves it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After, wait, no, that's before the, like, he tells the story to the priest,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just leaves him by, like, no. And it's like, a teddy?
Yeah.
Leather G-string? Like, it's like,
So creepy.
how do you know? Like, this isn't an internet age priest.
No.
This
Yeah.
is 70s. He shouldn't even know what most of those things
He's a
are.
fucking creep.
Well, he's in walking distance to the strip club, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
He's in Detroit, no less.
in Detroit.
He is in
Detroit,
Detroit. Yeah.
no less.
Yeah, he chose Detroit. He's like, it's a city of sin. I have to make
Exactly. No. It's like,
I'll protect the flock. Yeah.
the congregation in Montana is fine. You need to send me to where the real sinners are.
The end, man.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Them beating each other up.
Yeah.
Is
That's
awesome.
pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
And they're like laughing and like kicking each other. Like, that must have been really fun to shoot.
I love that it's
honestly.
just a last ditch effort too.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we could just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, dude.
I also love that Hawk
Cool.
doesn't believe it's gonna work, but he's just like so done with
Yeah.
the night. He's like, cool, dude. Yeah, this is an outlet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
they're pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, great. I love how they get in. I love like the whole like it works out so
Yeah.
perfectly. It's so convenient,
Yeah.
you know? It's like I love that he's like, you'll find my Kiss Army ID badge.
$150 cash.
Yeah.
I also love how blown away they are. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
the fuck happened to you, Trip? Like,
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never know.
exactly.
He'll explain it on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
I wish I had that fucking quote, dude. The like tisk tisk
Tisk.
tisk.
Oh, yeah.
I even remember what he says.
What is it?
Ah! We gotta look this up. It's
You
so
got
good.
spunk.
You got
Yeah.
spunk. The way Trip says that to the kid at the end, spunk.
Yeah.
It's just like really.
That little kid's gonna be a fucking serial killer or something.
Oh, yeah.
He's got
What?
revenge.
He's already.
now.
I love that they make a little kid the villain, though. I really
Yeah.
do love that element of it. That he's, if anyone's evil in the movie, it's him.
It's the Aryan child.
Yeah.
That's, it's like, they show you who you have to watch out
was
for.
like about to be mugged, though. I mean,
No,
No,
I know
yeah.
he didn't. But it's like he just chose an
took it
evil child
a
to
step
mug.
further. Oh, right. Oh,
yeah,
you mean,
yeah.
yeah.
He happened to choose an evil. Like
Yeah.
he definitely his response, like, hey, and then getting his brother. He's not wrong there.
No.
Trip is wrong.
Trip
What are you
is-
talking about? You're gonna mug a child. It's like those kids were like 4. Like, running around Detroit by themselves. You're gonna fucking beat them up.
He's such a wuss too. He's just like, please, I'll do anything to
To
get out of a beating. It's like, yeah, I feel that. That's what I do probably.
No, that's why it's my favorite bit. Just because he's so pathetic
Yeah.
in that moment, it's just like, oh, you just watch him become like lower than a worm.
Yeah.
Just like,
Instantly.
yeah,
Yeah, and I mean they make him like to the movie's credit, they make him look the grossest
yeah,
for being the shittiest of all of them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're not fully like, yeah, cool. You're like, oh, it like kind of sucks to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know. And right, well, everyone else gets laid. He gets a kiss, right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
implied
well,
that
Lex-
Lex, or
Well-
we don't know.
I don't think Lex gets laid. Lex gets like he gets like the savior kiss basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. His story's like, I feel like there was more there and it got cut or something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know that, but
It is fun, the scene of him like backstage, like Karen, like the drum set,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
running away, like, oh yeah, Sweet's playing like Box on the
Yeah,
Run. Like that's just fun. Like
elaborate
that's a great
montage. He gets to see the backstage. He sees
Yes,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, he crashes
They're
it.
in there. Well, the guy who like
Yeah.
has Gene's hair, that would confuse me as a kid. I'd be like, is that supposed to be Gene?
Yeah.
Why is he like? He looks like kind of dumpy to be Gene.
Yeah.
And he's
Also-
like leading the women.
Just love that it shows that he is like a high schooler because his first thought is like, oh, my heroes are in there, not like, oh, my heroes are doing some really shady, weird shit. Like where it's just like just pushing hordes of women into
Sure.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
But
it's like
he wants that.
he wants that. He wants the
Yeah.
mountains
To
of
be that.
cocaine and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They all do.
Yeah.
I think.
We say it at the beginning, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's been a great night. Thank you. We gotta go fuck some groupies backstage.
It's true.
It's like, all right, Huck, yeah.
If you were good.
Yeah. If you were a
But
good
you're
boy.
not.
No. Oh, well.
You made it
I
through
hate
the
to be
movie.
that asshole, but let's move
All
on to the worst scenes or moments we wish we could forget. I can break the ice.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I don't mind. Because my
Um,
worst one is probably everybody's worst one.
Yeah, when Shannon Tweed fucking takes
Yeah.
Hawk into the car.
Yeah. Hawk being drunkenly coerced into underage stripping and prostitution by a female chicken hawk.
Yeah.
Which, was that intentional? Hawk is the one who gets picked up by the chicken hawk? I don't know. I don't think they thought that far
I
ahead.
don't think
but
so. I don't think they thought
No.
that far.
Giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sure like everyone working on this film was like, no. Like he has the dopest like storyline. Like it
Oh,
works
yeah.
out for him. Yeah, exactly.
Look, this is 1999 at least until 2006.
Yeah.
When like 14-year-olds were found banging their teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, sick.
yeah,
Good for
exactly.
them.
Fuck
no.
yeah, dude. I wish,
It's
bro.
so-
I wish I got molested. Hell
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking rough.
Yeah, it's so. And like when I was a kid, I was just like, yeah, this is like, all right,
Yeah.
Hawk, you know, like good for you. You know,
Exactly.
I didn't think
Yeah.
much
No, this
of
was
it.
the first time I really watched it paying attention to the fact that they were children.
Yeah.
Because it also like makes his, because it like when I was a kid, I was like, oh, he's bad at stripping and he's drunk and it's really
they're older than
funny and all this.
Those are adults
Yeah, those were
to
adults at
you.
the time. Yeah.
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 You know, if you're 15
Yeah.
and they're supposed to be like 16, but they're actually 23.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh yeah, these are adults.
No, but then it's like, yeah, and then you watch him and you're like, oh, that's a 16-year-old boy. And also it's like, this is not a, attack on Edward Furlong's like physique, but he also is like, he's very thin and sucked
He
up
has
and
the body of a
prepubescent looking.
child.
Yeah, very childlike.
Yeah.
So it also just adds this extra like, oh, this like horrific layer of filth
Oh
to
my
it.
god!
That's like,
the whole thing,
Yeah.
like him being in the striptease itself is
very silly,
is fun,
and it's
I
fun,
always
it's
liked
innocent,
it. But
yeah.
now when
Yeah,
I watch it,
starting
I'm
with
just
the
like
puke.
starting with the
Pretty incredible.
yeah, I know.
And it goes
Picture
on.
of
Yeah.
It just goes on.
just let- he
Fill
puts
the
it
pitcher.
He puts it on the poor bartenders. Yeah.
Maestro. Like, yeah. All right. See, for me, the part that like, I know that's creepy. There's some consent there. It's the watching the girl in the bathroom that I was like
that's-
creeped out the most because it's like the watching. She never
It
knows
doesn't
they're
creep
there.
me out as much because they aren't watching. They got trapped in there, and
Sure,
they
but they
can't
do look.
get out.
They look who it is.
They look
They
quick.
see. Yeah, right. And
But
then,
that's shit I would have done if I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean,
You
a
know?
lot of it. I'm not saying
But I'm
it.
not children.
But I
you know?
also would have slept with Shannon Tweed if I was 16 or today.
It's-
Like,
Those two words put together are going to get us on a list
Oh
somewhere.
my
I'll
god.
have to cut those out.
Luke, you're missing the most important word. The third word that you didn't say was not.
The authorities don't care, dude.
Okay.
No, it's creepy. It's just, I just don't think it's worse than.
sure.
But I get it because yeah, I would have also wanted to fuck Shannon Tweed. She's just really hot.
Gene Simmons is like, my wife's in this
Yeah, yeah. He
Where?
had zero. Of course, I'm sure he fucking loved that
Yeah.
shit. God, he's such a creep. The
movie. Hi, Gene.
worst line in the movie, and something I just wish I could scrub it out of my ears, and that's Hawk being like, "So far, you've seen me and my dick throw up."
Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty rough.
Pretty gross.
Just in the like, if that were a line in any other context, I probably wouldn't think it was funny, but it wouldn't irk me as much as it does. But in that context, I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh my god! Like after that line, it should pan
Hard
to
cut
her
to her
face and being
throwing
like,
him out. Like yeah.
"Oh fuck! I just fucked a kid." Like
Yeah.
that.
Well, actually, she was.
so-
I mean, she was still in the wrong, but she didn't actually do anything yet when that happened, because she's like, oh, like
She
da
had
da
her
da.
foot
That's
on
what made
his
Has
cock.
foot on it, but then okay, yeah. But I meant like, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's okay.
That's fine.
No, that's fine.
It's not
Wait,
really
is this a Quentin
rape if
Tarantino movie? I'm
there's-
sorry. No.
This is so fucked up.
All I was gonna say is that
Which-
All I was gonna
It was
say
that
about
line
was,
that got her hot. That's right. What you were
yeah.
gonna say.
Well, that's what's fucked up is that happens and then they have sex.
Yes.
Because she's like, well, you're 16. You're going to be good to go again in a second. Like,
Does she know he's 16?
no, but like...
But she does know.
She does know that he's young enough that it's like, oh yeah, we're just going to count to 5 and then he's...
She
good to-
knows she's doing some
There's
illegal
something
shit.
about...
Don't ruin this.
Okay.
I think it's her kink. Like, the
Yeah,
way
yeah, no,
I
no,
view
no.
it, I
Yeah.
think it's her kink. Like, I think underage, like, I think she's a fucking predator.
Yes.
Like,
The
that's
scene
it.
has that feel. It feels like she knows.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though there is no actual, like, information where she's told or whatever, it does feel like she's almost like, I'm doing this kid a favor. Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's what the filmmakers' thoughts were with that scene. I think.
I think that's her predilection. I think that's what she likes is like,
Yeah.
She also has
underage
super
kids. It's gross.
predatory
She's gross.
behavior where she's
does.
like,
She's
you
a
know,
predator.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
say
picks
it.
him out and stuff like that. She's a predator. But also at the end when it's like after they've done the deed and stuff like that, and he's like, oh, I feel weird. I'm no midnight cowboy. I just want to clear the air. Like, don't give me money, lady. Then she does the very predatory thing of like, oh, no, it's okay, sweetheart. This is a gift.
Yeah.
You didn't earn this money. This is a present.
First taste is free, baby.
Exactly. Like, no, this is unrelated to the sex. See, it's not a crime because I'm not paying you for the sex. I'm paying you for
She's like,
just being
I'm
a
married
stand-up
to Gene
guy.
Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm rich as fuck.
Exactly.
Like, this is nothing to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But it is portrayed as like so sweet and
Yeah,
stuff.
which is what
It
makes it extra
totally.
fucked
And I
up.
used to
wanted
think
this-
it was.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's so nice.
This is for whatever you needed it for when I made
Yeah.
the offer.
Yeah.
And it's just like heartwarming, but it's like, no.
No. Yeah.
Also, the fact that like they didn't even talk about that, like that wasn't even like a he's taking off his shirt and just like a, well, yeah, so I'm trying to see a Kiss concert. Like that's how she doesn't even know what the money's for. That's how little
She doesn't
like.
care.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like that's how little like interaction we had verbally.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Out of control. I mean, yeah. That's the worst one for me.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot.
I was
Yeah, I
saying,
mean, it depends on how
That's a
deep
big
you want to
one.
go. Like,
Yeah.
the whole disco sucks thing, which I like fully embraced that, right? Like,
Right.
now when we understand what the disco sucks thing was, it was like a racially motivated thing.
And homophobic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, homophobia and racism where they're like, and you know, they had record burnings, smashings, you know, like I would see that on like out of the 70s where they're like rolling steamrollers in stadiums over disco records and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But people would use it as an excuse just to bring in black artists. Like that's disco. And it was totally this like, which of course I knew none of that. I was just like, yeah, disco
Yeah.
sucks. Except some of these are really good. Like Casey and the Sunshine Band is great.
Disco's actually great.
What am I talking about?
I feel like I
disco
was-
doesn't suck.
I was
It's
informed
rules.
poorly as a
Yes.
kid who was also very much, I feel like we grew up very similarly. I was just like fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
Like, loving rock and roll. And I was like, disco fucking sucks. But now I don't feel that way at all. And like, even the line from Trip that's like, yeah, man, disco blows dogs for quarters, man.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite lines.
Totally,
and now
yeah.
I'm like, I can't say that. Like,
No.
and
Yeah.
I like disco. Like, disco's great. And
It's
it
great.
is like, yeah, there's a lot to that. So
Yeah,
sorry.
And
that part's creepy, but that's the shit when rewatching, I got mad because I'm like, I get that like rock is this not mainstream thing and it really wants to be, but if you ask them, they're like, no, we want to stay like cool and underground. But it's like, no, you want everybody to fucking
Yeah.
love Iron Maiden. Like,
Yeah.
don't fucking lie. You shut up. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But it's like, that's what got me mad was that it was like perpetuated this antagonism between music forms into like fucking like 30 years past when it was happening. I'm still like playing this shit over. Like, it's kind of funny, the war thing, but like, it made me close-minded.
Yeah.
You know, like it told me this is not okay, this is not okay, this is not okay, this is okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that as someone
Stay in
who
your
loves
fucking lane.
all music. Like, whatever, I love metal, but it's like, I listen to Whitney Houston and then fucking Burzum. You know, like whatever.
Listen
Don't listen to
all of
Burzum.
it.
I know he's not a good guy.
I know.
It's scarier. It's really scary.
I think Christine, like, talks about it really well when she's in the car. Like she really, I
It's
love
Natasha
her character,
Lyonne.
dude.
Yeah.
Natasha Lyonne's so fucking badass, and she plays that character so well, and she's
Oh, yeah.
strong, and she stands up for herself, and like, yeah, man,
In a
she's
scary
the strongest
situation.
female
Yeah.
character.
She's in
in
a
that
car
movie.
with 4 dudes. You don't know these dudes. You don't
And they're
know them.
threatening, dude. They're fucking
Yeah.
threatening her.
Yeah.
And she's just like, she's handling it like really fucking well. I think she knows they're not a threat, but she's also just like, y'all are fucking idiots. Like, oh, how calculating of me to like, get in your car when I'm alone. Like, it's just, she's so good.
Any movie she's in, she's always the smartest person. Like in every scene, always. Like, because I think she probably just is in real life, like crazy. She's just always
Very
on
cool.
top of every
Yeah.
scene when you see her in everything, right? Like even in like what callback first episode, American Pie.
American Pie,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's positioned as not that, but in reality, she's controlling everything.
I think she elevates whatever script she's given.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
anything she's like, yeah, I can make this fucking better.
Yeah,
just put
Now, I
me
wonder
in
how
it.
much is like ad-libbed or how much she's just like, taking out a pen and like, oh, it's just, nope, not saying that. No, what if, also, if I say this, that moves the script along. What if we're doing that. How about
Because
that?
she's a director now,
Yeah.
right? But how old was she when this movie came out? This is the same year as
don't know.
American Pie, right?
Yeah.
99?
99.
I
She's
think
like 1920.
the camera loves her
She's like 19 or 20.
so much.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like what?
The presence.
Yeah.
To be that age, or
I
to
think
be
she
any
can
age,
fucking
but
say anything, and they wouldn't be like, "Hey, that's not the script." They'd be like, "Well, Natasha Lyonne said
That
it.
was
And it
good.
sounded great."
Yeah.
I'm not doing
So we're
another fucking
keeping
take.
at
That
it.
was perfect. Yeah.
She's
the other more uncomfortable part is that scene and their response to like the village people and just all. That's where I'm talking about. Where like I get the bad guys saying it,
Well-
but like them all like literally like yeah.
even Jam did.
Yeah, all of them. Like,
They're all- yeah.
they take it up,
Jam
blah,
let me
blah,
down.
blah, you know. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
like,
No,
they
I mean
do.
the overarching, like the most glaring thing about this movie, and when I recommend this movie to people and I stutter, it's because like the blatant homophobia from beginning to end.
Yeah.
They almost go like, and I feel like Edward Furlong added more F-bombs than was in the script for sure. Like he was on one. Like that, this whole movie is just littered with homophobic slurs and like
He's got to look tough. He goes on to save the human race. In the
Right.
future.
Yeah.
Yes, so. But it's just really rough. It's rough.
Yeah.
I wish I could just cut it all out of the movie. It doesn't serve the movie in any way.
It hit me in the face watching it again.
So
Yeah,
hard.
I was like, oh, I
It's
don't
hard.
remember this at all.
It's really hard.
yeah, there's a big
I-
studio movie.
I-
It's like, oh, yeah.
I willfully ignore it. Like that. I try
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I have to give people that warning when I
Oh,
recommend
yeah.
this movie.
Well, we can move on to sunnier days. I just want to, we'll get out of this
yeah,
worst scene
sorry.
area. No.
I feel like I
I'm
was just
going to say
ranting.
one more really bad thing, and then we'll just move on to happy stuff. We'll just talk about happy stuff.
Okay.
The last final icky worst scene is Christine almost being raped by 2 mechanics as a
Oh my
plot
God.
device.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Yes.
fucking rough.
That goes from Shannon Tweed and fucking Hawk. It
Yeah.
goes straight into that.
Yeah, it's where it's like, oh, this is cool, like weirdly unconsensual sex. This is bad unconsensual sex, not like, oh, they're both bad. Not to
Yeah.
like sell the Christine one short because that one's much worse. But yeah,
Yeah.
It's all
it's all icky.
It's all icky. It's so gross. And then fucking Lex coming in to save the day, and I hate that Christine's like, swoon, my
Yeah.
savior. Like
Yeah.
nothing leading up to that
No,
would
that's-
make you think that would be her fucking choice.
That's not
you
her
know?
character
but
at all.
Everyone's got to get the girl.
Yeah.
So like I get it. It's a plot device, but like it's just like no, dude.
I mean, what they should have done is she's just like, hey, thanks. And then he
Yeah.
lies to them, right? Because like he'd be like, oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, you all kissed someone tonight, and I did.
Remember
too.
Stella?
Yeah.
Yeah. We-
Dropped her off.
I was gonna say, or it could have shown her actually getting dropped off, and then it's like,
And he gets a kiss on the cheek.
yeah,
something.
or he's like, or
A
it's like,
kiss
or
on the
you're,
cheek, I would have accepted.
yeah, or like you're the least worst of them. Here's my number, or something like that. Like,
Sure.
yeah. Should have been more of a
Then that could have
consolation.
been his arc of growth to be
Exactly.
like accepting disco or something. One scene in the car could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've just been like, can you give me dance lessons?
yeah, exactly.
That would have been good.
You know what? I do like
Yeah.
Here's our new section, Chuck. It's fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
We write scenes.
We write our
perform
own,
them.
yeah.
Perform them.
Exactly. How do we fix this movie? Oh, well. Anyways, this is going to be a 9-hour podcast. So
Yay.
moving right along, we got this movie's cocktail. For today, we are drinking the Dr. Love, because that's what they call me. To make a Dr. Love, it's 2.5 ounces of Kiss's own Detroit Rock rum.
Sure.
You can bring the bottle over.
Wait,
Yeah.
you got it?
I got it. Oh, yeah. Those arms are long.
Just like Paul.
Just like Paul, exactly. Just like Paul intended. So we got 2.5 ounces of Detroit Rock rum, half an ounce of lemon, half an ounce of lime, a dash of absinthe, a little half ounce of simple syrup, a little hibiscus bitters, a little bit of lemon bitters, and a little bit of cranberry bitters, dash of rosewater. It's all that tiki nonsense where it's like, oh, it's just a little bit of that, little,
It's
little pinch.
delicious.
Really,
Yeah.
really good.
Like it's
Mine's
really,
empty
really
because
delightful.
I'm done.
yeah.
But yeah,
And savory.
shake hard and then rock and roll all
Checks
night.
in the mail, right, guys?
Nice.
Yeah. Also, yeah, if you want to sponsor us, Kiss, your gin and your rum are actually both very delicious.
Dude, their
And-
gin. Well, you really did doctor this up. I haven't tried it on its own, but the gin is great.
It's better
Yeah.
than Metallica's whiskey. Sorry,
Oh.
Metallica.
Don't apologize
Sorry.
for
Don't
Metallica.
apologize
They don't need
But
apologies.
their whiskey's not good.
They're big boys.
They're big
Yeah.
boys.
I love you.
Love you too.
I don't. Willie saw we missed a Hetfield.
I met Lars, okay? He was very nice. He was very nice to me.
That's good.
He didn't try to take my Napster or anything at all. He was just nice.
Because he already knew he had it, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
He already
Fought
won
that
the war,
fight.
bro. That
Yeah.
was the real.
Talk about 1999. That was going on also.
Exactly.
They didn't want to think about it. They're like, let's go back to the 70s.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that.
So that's a 1 hour act one. Let's go
Hell
ahead-
yeah.
Let's go ahead and take our first break.
Perfect.
I think that's lovely. This should be. Hi.
Hi, and we're back with Act 2, The Evidence Board.
Woo!
Trivia, making of, behind the scenes. I watched a lot of behind the scenes for this.
You did?
Yeah.
I should have done that.
There's
sounds like
hours and
fun.
hours and hours of it on YouTube.
That's all I'm going to do
all
when I
free.
get home.
Wow.
You got stuff,
Yeah,
Chuck?
I could
Go
just
for it.
yeah, I just fucking roll. Okay. Released in 1999. This movie cost $17 million to make, and luckily it only brought home 6.
Luckily.
Yeah, this movie was a huge flop. Yeah, everyone was very disappointed. I'm sure Gene Simmons especially.
Imagine the movie industry if it had been a big hit.
Oh yeah,
Weird. You would have gotten every band's movie.
Yes.
having
Maybe that wouldn't have been good.
no the RCU. Do you want the RCU?
Yeah. No. You would have gotten the REO Speedwagon movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And the
fuck.
Bay City Rollers.
We'd be in like season 9 now, and it'd be like, oh, we're doing a Dokken one.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Movie was written by Carl Dupree, directed by Adam Rifkin. This was the first film to be released on DVD before the VHS came out.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I have that DVD.
I have that VHS.
It's the cardboard.
Wait, the DVD got released before the
Yeah,
VHS.
because they were like, it's the future. We're just gonna put out DVDs, and they were like, oh fuck, we really need
People
to recoup
still need-
sales on this movie,
Yeah.
so we'll do both. VHSs as well, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought they were going to get rid of VHS really quick.
Yeah.
But it did not happen.
Yeah.
It lasted another 10 years.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still going on, man.
The original
More.
cut of this movie was over 3 hours long.
Oh, no.
Where's
Yeah.
that cut though?
I would
I know,
watch
right?
Yeah.
Speaking of cuts, a PG-13 cut was attempted. Like, that was what the studio was like, bro, it's got to be PG-13. We got to put butts in seats. It was scrapped instantly because, like, once they cut it, they were like, wow, this is so bland. It's literally just like, we're in high school. It sucks. We're in a car. Okay, we're at the concert now. Like, they couldn't use anything,
I
basically.
mean, that's probably why it bombed though, right? Because it's like this movie's target audience is not adults.
No, this movie's target audience was me.
Yeah.
Like, as an 11, 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
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 Also, I have Gene Simmons. We've kind of off mic talked about him a little bit. He Handpicked is the direct quote, Natasha Lyonne to play Christine.
Whatever.
So that's his quote. That is not
He would say that.
There's a great behind the scenes video interview of Natasha talking about this, and she's playing into it, and it's fucking hilarious.
She's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, she makes
That
it go darker.
fucking creep.
She sends it way darker.
Yeah?
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
She's
I'm gonna have to
awesome.
watch
It's
this.
good stuff.
She's awesome.
She's a
Natasha, we love you.
really so much.
Very, obvious reference, but, it's a softball pitch for a trivia question. Both Beth and Christine are named after Kiss songs,
Of
like
course.
Shocker. Yeah.
Christine's a lot creepier.
Another Kiss song.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Shocker, exactly.
But Beth is sweet.
Yeah.
Like when it starts playing and they're kissing in the confessional booth.
It's a great ballad.
Cute.
Yeah.
It's a great ballad.
And that's Peter Criss, right?
It was me. Yeah.
That's right. I wrote this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I didn't write that. I wrote most of them, but yeah.
Yeah, he gets out from behind the drum set to sing Beth.
Richard Linklater was originally supposed to direct.
Whoa!
He
Would
dro-
have make sense.
He
Dazed
dropped
and
out.
Confused.
Yeah. Yeah. He was just like, well, I can't make this like super esoteric. So no, like you guys really want this to be just about them getting to a Kiss concert.
Yeah.
You don't want them to like find themselves. And then the concert was like the car ride.
Yeah,
No,
it's about
no.
the journey, not
Exactly,
the destination.
exactly.
It's about the brotherhood of the quest.
Yeah. No. This
I
is
want his 3-hour cut.
exactly.
It's shot over 12 years.
He's still making it.
Yeah.
He casts them as children when they first discover Kiss. Every summer they get back together, continue
I
the
would
stage of the
watch
journey.
this. I would watch
You get the
this.
2 years where they didn't get to go see Kiss, right? This will be the 3rd year in a row we didn't get to see Kiss.
That's like my whole life.
We talked a lot about earlier. We talked a lot about the F word we really don't like and how much they say it. But the F word we do like, there are 83 fucks in total in this movie.
Woo!
That's
Sorry.
nice.
That's a lot for 90 minutes. That's almost a fuck a minute.
Wow.
They're going for
Very
it.
good.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Very good.
Let's replace everything else with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's such a like utilitarian word. You can say it in any context.
You,
Yep.
You got the fuck makeup on.
Yeah.
You got the fuck makeup
Yeah,
on.
I got the fuck makeup on.
No.
Not the fuck band.
Not the fuck band. These fucks that put on more makeup every night than all of my sisters combined. Yeah. It still works.
That's a funny
It's
line.
great. Yeah.
It's awesome.
That part of the line's pretty good.
Also, like, still offensive to be like, oh no, dude, you listen to the Village People? They're a fuck band.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Definitely a fuck band.
For alternative casting, I've just got a couple. Edward Furlong originally auditioned for Trip.
Okay.
I see that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But he's the one with the star power.
Exactly. And they were like, no. Like, you can't be the uber creep. Like, we can't not like you.
He'd be so good at it.
Oh,
he would
yeah.
have been great. Yeah.
Oh, but I think they're all cast pretty perfect.
No.
Yeah.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
No, Edward Furlong would have been great in that role.
He would
Yeah.
have been good.
He's a
for
leader, though. He's the leader of the
It
pack,
is.
right?
Yeah.
He is
Hawk's
the
kind of
leader
the leader
of
of the
the human resistance as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
He's got a lot on his shoulders.
It's in his
That's
DNA.
true. That's true. Yeah.
And then my only other alt cast is Jonathan Taylor Thomas of Home Improvement fame.
Yeah.
Was considered and like heavily pressured for Jam and Hawk.
For sure. Hawk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
So in an alternate world where Richard Linklater directed this,
Yes.
we have Edward Furlong as Trip,
Yeah.
and then we have JTT as
That's Hawk. And Hawk is like a sweeter Hawk. He's like, because there's some lines in this like where it's like, they're arguing like, oh, your mom is like a lesbian because she's a gyno and like all this, and like, well, your mom gave birth to you on acid. And it's like, no, bro, shrooms. And he's like, fellas, let's leave the ladies who gave us birth out of this.
Yeah, he does say
Can you
that.
says
imagine?
that in the movie.
I know, but can you imagine JTT saying that? Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's
It'd be
too
so
wholesome.
sweet. It'd be
Yeah.
like,
He would have to be Jam.
He would have dispelled
exactly.
all
Yeah.
the homophobia
Yeah.
on his own.
exactly.
Yeah, JTT, that would have been awesome.
Every
I still
line-
am waiting for the JTT comeback.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there because, like, this isn't really going to happen. I want to cast him as a serial killer in a movie. Because, right, people would see him and they'd go, who is that? Wait, I know that guy. Who is that guy?
Yeah.
It'd be perfect. Put him in glasses, a beard. You're
Yeah.
like, anyway, it's not going to happen.
I always wanted to do that with Pauly Shore
might
as well.
That would be great.
Like I always, because like I personally wanted to do it, but I couldn't. So I was like, oh, I'll let Quentin do it. I always wanted Quentin Tarantino to just randomly cast Pauly Shore as
my
like
God.
the like, you know, he's like the scummiest guy in the movie, and he doesn't look like Pauly Shore at all. Like he's
Pauly
like,
know that he
JTT. Hey,
Yeah,
we got a
exactly.
script for you. Yeah.
yeah,
He brings out like the best performances in everyone. So like they would really, I mean, they'd be Oscar bait.
Pauly,
Yeah.
you could pull something out of Pauly.
Oh yeah.
100%. There's
Yeah.
darkness there. Pauly Shore is dead.
Wait, there's darkness in Pauly Shore.
No.
Grown up around comedians?
Yeah. Well, those people laugh all the time. It's gotta be
Yeah,
fun.
clowns.
Do you have any more fun facts, Lou?
No.
I was also gonna like open
I
this
have
up
one.
without making this a 9-hour podcast. Sorry, go for it.
The only piece of trivia I know about this, and it's just kind of obvious, is that the original members got like that they like got together to do this movie, but
Yeah.
they were not on good terms. Like
No.
they were not fucking. There was no reunion in sight. Like they were just like, yep, fuck that. But for this movie, they got together and they like played like a little mini concert
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
for the
Or
movie.
at least pantomimed one. Right?
Yeah, yeah, for the movie, a movie concert.
Well, because, I mean, if you had like, what is his name? Like Eric Adler? What was his... What are the other guys who replaced Peter and Ace?
who are there now?
I don't
There's
know. Who
like-
was then?
There's a lot. I
Whatever.
don't know.
But
There's
they
a
couldn't have
lot.
just put some dude behind a drum kit and put a cat face on him
Yeah.
No.
and expected the movie to... Like, everyone would have been like, that is not him. This sucks.
They're very.
Yeah.
They're so fucking distinct. Like
Yeah.
as soon as like Ace Frehley, come on, no one's got
Yeah.
a fucking face like that, dude.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, as soon as you see
Like
him, you're like,
this.
oh my god, it's actually fucking Ace. Holy
No.
shit.
I know. I'm right here. It's crazy.
Thanks for coming on. Speaking of Ace, you actually reminded me of one more quick little trivia bit.
Yeah.
So because you said they got the band back together for this
Yeah.
movie, Ace didn't talk to Gene and like maybe still hasn't because of this movie.
Probably not.
Probably not. Because Ace Frehley's daughter had a cameo in the movie. I don't know if
What?
it was like a high school scene or what, but they cut it. And I don't know if they cut it just, because it's a movie and you've got to cut things.
There was
and
a
move
3-hour
along.
cut.
Exactly.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he instantly blamed Gene and was like, "Oh, that."
I would blame Gene.
He cut my daughter out of this movie.
Sorry,
like,
guys.
we're done.
They have bad animosity.
Oh,
Oh, but I was gonna say before, really quick, if you guys want to just do a lightning round, if you have any, without making this a 9-hour podcast, do you guys have any Kiss trivia you just want to hit us with really fast?
Kiss trivia. You can't just pull that shit
didn't
on me.
come
I don't know.
There's nothing trivial about Kiss.
They're from New York. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I was just gonna
Kiss
throw it out there
trivia
because you were
off the
like,
top
I
of
don't
my
have
head.
any. You were like, I don't have any movie trivia. I thought maybe you just had some like really quick like, well, the rumors about the tongue are true, and
Well, I
know.
mentioned in the text feed, but Gene Simmons tried to patent this,
The double fingers.
like the metal horns.
Yeah, yeah, fucking idiot.
He does do this on there.
He's so dumb.
on Love Gun.
Yeah.
For
He's
those
doing
who are
that
listening.
down there. But Ronnie James Dio is actually the one who took it from Italian culture, maybe Catholicism. I don't know. His grandmother used to give people the evil eye.
Oh, is that what? Whoa, I never knew that was the origin.
Yeah, when he was a little
So
boy.
this means this is evil eye?
when you point it at someone, this is protection from the evil eye. So this is just like protection or something. But yeah, his grandmother would walk around with him and like see someone she didn't like and just
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
So does that mean
sick. I
to
didn't
ward
know
off
that.
to ward off
No.
the powers.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's
So does that mean
fucking
that
dope?
so protection from the evil eye. So that doesn't mean every time you are rocking on, you're actually like so in other words, like
Protecting
metalheads.
yourself.
Protect me.
Yeah.
Protect
I was
me.
gonna say like metalheads and rockers can't be Satanists because they're just warding it off the entire time.
Yeah, and it's this, not this. This
No,
means I
you
love
can be a
you.
This is I
Satanist
love
and
you.
ward off evil.
And that's
That's
okay.
true. I meant like the satanic
on.
panic. I'm sorry. I didn't Okay. I'm gonna go in my Paul corner now.
It's not Satan we're being protected from. It's just evil.
Evil.
Satan doesn't
Satan
exist.
isn't evil. He'd be okay, I guess.
Satan's good. Oh, hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
What?
The Kiss Coffin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or branch off marketing things.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that part.
Can I just say that here now? When I die, can you bury me in a kiss coffin?
Kiss coffin, yeah.
I'll try to make this happen. I'll do my best.
Dang.
You guys just met.
Yeah,
but,
Dimebag Darrell was buried in a Kiss coffin.
That's fucking
no
sick.
fucking way.
Yeah, with Eddie Van Halen guitar, Ace Frehley guitar, all
Amazing.
that stuff, but like in a Kiss coffin.
Damn.
As per
Legendary.
his request before he died.
Not after.
Amazing. I actually want to
Well,
be
yeah.
cremated, but just, you know.
But I don't
want
think
a
he
kiss
had like a
casket.
will or
Casket.
whatever. He was super young, but I think he was like, he did what you just did. And then they were like,
his friends knew.
He wasn't
They were
joking.
like, he's talked about this. Yeah.
he wants this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dime.
Yep.
In the interest of moving the podcast along a little bit, we got the usual suspects. Actors and crew from previously reviewed films with some suspicious connections. Easy ones. There's some softball pitches. This one's, we've done enough episodes now. We can just be like, oh, this person was in this movie.
Yeah.
Natasha Lyonne was in American Pie. Giuseppe Andrews is in Independence Day as a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in that movie with Jeff Goldblum. Boom. Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I think Campbell would be really upset with me if I didn't bring this up.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that y'all did a Jurassic Park episode,
Yeah.
and you did not think of Campbell or include him in any way. And this is from his mouth. There is a blood feud now.
Oh.
There is a full-blown blood feud. That's it. That's all I need to say. I'm so sorry.
very-
I didn't mean to derail.
Very sorry, Campbell. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Met you at a concert once ages ago.
Doesn't matter.
I know
Blood
you like
feud.
rum, but
So I know you're not watching or listening to this because of our blood feud.
Yeah.
Which I will hold up. So let's,
No,
Yeah.
I left the house and he was like, just remind them of the blood feud. And I was
right.
like, they don't know about it yet, but I'll tell them. So that's happening.
So this is for everyone but Campbell then. Because we're blood feuding.
Yeah. So sorry. So sorry to bring this up so randomly.
But-
you have to know.
We're changing up the podcast a little bit as we move along. We're going to start doing movies that me and Luke want to do. Me and Javi want to do. Me and Robert want to do. Me and Taylor want to do. Doesn't have to be guest choice. But the reason why we did Jurassic Park was because we were obligated by having, for lack of a better term, virgin first-time guests. They got to pick their movie. They chose Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
these two boys grew up in a Christian household where they got to watch like 8 movies
I listened to
for
it.
their entire childhood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jurassic Park was one of them.
It's actually.
So the blood feud
it's
should
a-
be with them.
It's a
Yeah.
great. Well,
Not to throw
I'll
them
tell
under the bus,
Campbell.
but-
I think he
Challenges
actually
so many
really enjoyed the
creation
episode
myths.
too.
I know. What? I know.
Yeah,
It
that's probably
challenges
why they
the whole
loved it.
What?
Oh,
Man
yeah.
playing God? And then the fact that dinosaurs exist mean the world can't be 12,000 years old. What?
Yeah.
How was that? What?
I had questions, but I didn't.
I
push
was,
it.
I was on the edge of my seat wanting to ask and was like, I'm gonna finish
But
this
the thing is,
episode.
that belongs on their podcast. They do a really good one, which is about the trauma of growing up in that kind of household.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
They
I'm
should do all
really-
8 of those movies.
They call it the Moral Combat, which is really,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really,
yeah,
really
yeah.
good podcast.
Yes,
Yeah.
I started listening
Solid
to
podcast.
it.
One of the
Listen
movies
to
they
the
weren't
podcast.
allowed to watch.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's Gods of Thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Moral Combat. Listen to them. I'm
Yep.
so sorry to derail us. I just like
No, it's
Campbell,
okay.
He would have been so
That's
pissed if I
fine.
didn't mention the blood feud.
We this is our first villain. We're growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to make enemies if you keep
Exactly.
putting yourself out there.
You
Yep.
keep recording yourself, you keep saying
It's
things,
inevitable.
putting it on the internet, people are gonna hate you.
One day, kids, you're gonna make it.
Exactly. Anyway, speaking of things we hate,
Yeah.
just as a moving on
no,
transition.
no, I got
oh, you
more.
got a lot. Never mind.
No, not a lot. I just got a few.
Okay.
So we have Joe Flaherty plays Father McNulty.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's the jackass guy from Happy Gilmore.
Mm.
He's also from an old TV show called SCTV, Second City TV, with Eugene Levy, who was also in.
There we go.
American
I didn't even
Pie.
know he was part of SCTV.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And everybody.
And
Yeah.
I got one you guys probably didn't pick up on, but fucking Jason Biggs.
What?
What?
Jason Biggs.
He's in this movie?
He's in this movie.
Is he just like a random
He's a
Kiss
random-
makeup man?
No,
What you got?
he's in the classroom when Jam's mom. He's sitting in the front row in a red tracksuit.
Laughing.
Weird.
He's an extra.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
The
he's-
same year.
But he's credited. So, yep, Jason Biggs from American Pie.
Wow, talk about being a working actor and not knowing if your pie fucker movie's gonna take off. You're like, yeah, dude. I mean, $20 is $20. I'll be an extra. I'll hang out today. You guys gotta feed us, right? Like
You're starring and extra.
Yeah.
Same year.
That's
Wow.
wild.
Yep.
He doesn't even look like himself
No,
there,
no,
like at
he's
all.
just-
Like
I had to
there's
hunt for
no
him.
way I would have known
No.
that.
Yep. I only knew it because he's in the IMDb. He's in the credits.
Wow.
So
Wow.
he's got, yeah. That's all I've got.
Love you, Jason.
Love
Yeah.
you. Never change.
Yeah.
Now on to nitpicks and things I hated.
Yeah. We kind of already went off on a lot of this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they say, the F word that we're not going to say, like every fucking scene.
Multiple
Pretty
times
often.
too much. Way too much.
Yep.
They exhale weed fewer times and they say that word. and it's like a, fun 70s movie.
Yep.
Where they should just be smoking the entire time.
The weed thing is like, it's not in the movie, really,
No.
right? Like,
No.
it's just this backdrop where it's like
Yeah.
they smoke, but there's no
You
part
don't
of that.
see
They don't
that.
go
There's
into
a,
that.
There's a really
Yeah.
sad looking plant in the opening scene of them
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
And they cover the bong.
And like a little aquarium.
Yeah, I'm like, dudes, that's not going to go anywhere.
The bong water on the pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
as a
spilled bong water all over the bed.
Yeah.
As a kid, the weed stuff went over my head.
Yeah.
But because I had watched Beverly Hills Ninja with Chris Farley, I totally got the mushroom scene as a child. I was like, oh yeah, it's Laughing Mushroom from Beverly Hills Ninja. Like, cool. He's gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
We don't have to go. We can. We don't have to. We don't have to go over all of the.
Yeah, no.
Homophobia, misogyny, statutory stuff. We already did that. But
Yeah.
as far as just actual nitpicks,
Women are prizes to be won
Yep.
in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
more fun nitpicks. Jam should have a fucking concussion with all the times he gets hit in the head.
Yeah. It's a recurring joke.
Yeah,
right?
he gets like smacked with the phone, smacked with like
Yeah.
the exercise tool. Beth and him bonk. He
Yeah.
also, every scene in the fight is just him getting hit in the fucking face. Like,
No, he has problems
Yeah.
after this. Yeah.
Oh God.
Poor Jam.
Poor Jam.
And he's a drummer.
I love him.
yeah. How's he going to
Jam.
keep his timing?
No. It's just off.
Well, he has Peter Chris's stick now.
Yeah.
That's all he needs. It has magical
true.
powers.
Magical.
Definitely.
And then this is more of like a PSA. Despite it being a really funny fucking scene and really fun, you shouldn't dose people, even priests who are really fucked up and keeping you against your
Thank
will.
you
Yeah.
so much for saying that, Chuck.
Yeah, probably
that's true.
not.
Probably not.
It was pretty funny then, though.
It was very
It
funny.
is pretty
yeah.
funny. Yeah. And like, fuck Father
solid moral compass here.
you know?
I meant then.
Yeah. Look,
Then.
don't drug people against their will unless it's hilarious.
Unless it's 1999.
Funny.
Yeah.
It was funny back then. Definitely. No one had bad times. No.
Speaking
No.
of bad times, I got two just really quick real world ones that just you got to say because you're talking about the movie. Edward Furlong was arrested in both 2012 and 2013 for domestic violence and battery, which is like something I wasn't aware of until I did a bunch of fun research on this movie.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, it's not great. Not a defense, but he was like dealing with like hardcore heroin addiction at the time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Still not a reason to hit people that you were.
Yeah.
you
Yeah, that
know-
had already even gone on before
Yeah.
this movie,
Exactly.
right? Like
It's no
he-
excuse.
No,
No, it's
I'm
no
not
excuse.
excusing
No,
it. I
I
just
know.
mean like
I know you
he's
know
had
what
a
I'm just
super
saying.
rough life, right?
Yeah.
Like right after Terminator. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been through the
he
shit.
wears it's like in him. Even like you can tell when you watch Terminator, like this kid had a bad home life. He was cast
yeah.
well as this person. And it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
probably because of real life circumstances.
Well, in this movie, it's like, I don't even know how old he was when he did this movie. He could have been the proper age, but I'm like,
He's like
damn, you're a
24.
good. Yeah, he looks like he's 40.
Yeah.
In a way. Like, not when he takes his shirt off, but like, it's just, he's been through shit. You can fucking tell. He wears it on
Yeah.
his sleeve. It sucks,
Well,
you know?
And the last sucky thing I got to say is Ron Jeremy's in this movie.
Yeah, fuck that.
And we
Fuck
don't have to
that
go
guy.
into him. Just
that's another fucking usual suspect.
usual suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
we'll skip
Seriously.
over him though. But
Yeah, fuck that.
Not worth mentioning.
yeah.
He's not even really in this movie that long.
No, he's
Nowhere
just
near
got
as much
God.
to-
he's got a fun cameo
Yeah.
because he's a porno guy, so
Swagger?
he's at the
What?
strip club. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Anyone could have done that.
exactly.
But I get at the time why he was cast. Like, it makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, nobody knew about like the rape allegations and shit
No.
in '99. They were like, "No, dude, it's the hedgehog. Let's put him in the movie. He's great."
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that
Oh, yeah.
until you just said that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's actually I think he's either in jail now or he's being sentenced
Yeah.
for
Really?
like a lot
And
of stuff.
In the last 10
Yeah.
years, there's been a lot of things that have come
Oh,
out. He's
I had no
finally
idea.
prosecuted, and yeah.
I was just like, the porno guy? What's wrong with
What's wrong with the
porno?
porn?
Oh guy.
Nothing is wrong with porn.
Yeah.
But,
With
you know.
consenting adults.
Yeah.
Yes.
The porno guy is the problem. It's not the porno.
Yeah. No, but I mean, he was on like that, or I Love the 70s.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
on that 70s show. Like,
He was on a bunch of reality TV.
he was just in
Yeah.
my childhood
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No,
Like,
I actually didn't know this until I listened to another podcast that you guys did. And I was like, oh, fuck, Ron Jeremy's a bad man.
He's a bad, yeah.
Damn. You know, so this is the first time I've watched this movie with that, like,
Yeah.
coloring
it's-
my view.
You're welcome.
You
It's
know?
what we-
welcome.
It's what we do here.
Thank you for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather know.
Him and Jeffrey Jones are like ruining my childhood.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, on that note,
Hey.
Let's take a happy little
take a
break.
happy
Oh
little ad
my
break.
god, I have to itch so bad on my forehead, and I'm not gonna do it.
And we're back with Act 3, the award categories.
Yay!
So we'll start off with who do we think won the movie?
All right, I'm gonna
Performance.
jump in here. Sorry,
yeah. It's the same person.
Taylor's jumping in. Hush.
Jam, motherfuckers!
I wrote Jam
Fucking
down
Jam!
too. What? Fucking A.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I got.
No!
Could it not
Lies!
be
Lies!
Jam?
Because it's Lynn Shay
Of course.
as
okay,
Jam's
you can't
mom,
do this to me.
dog.
You can't
yeah.
do this
What
to
about
me.
Natasha?
All right, let me just.
You were super convinced until
Hi, guys.
we said stuff.
The winner of this movie is Jam. I'm not talking about the actors. I'm talking about the characters.
Okay.
Oh, well,
okay.
yeah.
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 The
of course.
character
Sam-
who wins
Sam
this
Huntington,
movie is Jam, hands down.
Yep.
He overcomes
wins
the
it from
greatest
the beginning.
odds. He is the sweetest of them all.
Sweetest.
He gains magic at
Yeah.
the
Gains
end.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stands up for himself. He gets the girl in the most like respectful. They both want each other. They're both so cute. I love
Yeah.
them. He wins, man. He
I would
catches
s-
the fucking drumstick.
In that case, runner up is probably Lex because he gets to go backstage. I'm saying runner up. I'm saying runner up. I like Lex. He
my
gets to go
second
backstage. He got to like borrow his mom's car and go on a fun adventure. Nothing actually happened to the car, and then he
Yeah,
get
that's
chopped
really
up.
good. Yeah.
Sure. Sorry. I just like
He made
hate
friends with
everyone
some
but Jam.
dogs.
I
Yeah.
love Jam so much.
And then actual bad things happened to the other two. So
Yeah. Sorry. All
okay.
intensely.
it's all good.
But can I say
yes.
to what you're about to say?
Yeah, you can talk about Lynn Shay. You can steal my thunder. Go for it.
Lynn Shay is my hero. Lynn, if you're listening, I love you more than anything. She is, I mean, in terms of like performances, Lynn Shay, 1,000%.
Oh yeah.
She fucking kills it in this role. Every single second of her is perfect.
Yeah.
I will worship her until the day I die. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Oh, I was just gonna. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say she burns those scenes down just like those fucking Pall Malls and Newports.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
When she's just kissing that priest.
Oh,
my
it's
God.
so weird.
So repressed.
She's unfucking hinged in this movie. It is incredible. The quote we have not said, but when she's the first scene with her and Jam, she's talking about his wardrobe and his jeans. She's like, those jeans are so tight, I can see your penis. And it's like, whoa, like
Yeah.
the delivery, every single line
Yeah.
she delivers is just like
So
next.
scolding.
Yeah, the
level.
piece of dialogue that's burned in my brain forever, and it's just something that I think of when I think of this movie, is when she's forbidding him from listening to Kiss, let alone going to the show. But it's like she tosses the record in the trash. She's like, "You're not allowed to listen to them ever." And she gets like stuck like on repeat, and she says "ever" like 9 times,
she
and
gets
it's
caught
like
in a loop.
haunting. Yeah,
The record starts skipping.
Exactly.
Actually, if I had to pick a favorite quote in this movie, and it's hard, but it's Lin Shaye holding Jam's drumsticks, being like, "No son of mine is going to be a career musician ever. And it's just like, whoa.
Yeah,
like,
she does a lot
Yeah.
of also vibrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just the director also. He's like, bartender, you gotta vibrate. Lynn, you gotta vibrate. Like, for effect, it's helpful. I do feel like there's some, like, cartoon in direction in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
lots.
like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This whole
injecting.
movie is so cartoony.
I was gonna say, I know the cameras, I don't know if they're working any longer, but I'm sure it's just like, all right, really good energy and action.
Rifkin's like, let's try it again and vibrate this time.
I would have hired the bartender for the whole shoot just to be behind the camera, like,
Yes. Yeah.
hey, Edward, hey,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
Anyone else got a
Robert?
different winner?
No, I mean, Jam wins the movie. Like, I don't know.
Sorry, Jack.
No, it's okay. I'm dying on the
In
hill.
the plot of
In the plot,
movie.
yes.
Yeah.
But Lin
yeah.
Shaye, yeah.
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 Oh, who do I have as a favorite stand-up? I mean, the bartender.
Yeah.
Let's give some love to that guy. I don't know. I didn't look
Exactly.
up his name, but I haven't seen him in anything else.
Nah.
But he's
Yeah.
so iconic.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Truly. Yeah.
My new band name. A memorable quote or reference that would make a cool, edgy band name. And what genre would it be?
Got a lot.
Chuck,
As per usual.
Chuck usually has a lot of these.
I always have a lot. So this is a strap-in moment every time. But we can go toe-to-toe if people got other ones.
No, I only have a Hail Santa.
Nice.
That they
Yeah, I got
This-
2. So
it's the
let
same
him rip.
freaking guy.
All right.
It's the
Same freaking guy.
That was the most like quotable line for me growing up. Was Satan, Santa? It's the same letters. It's the same freaking guy. It's the same freaking guy.
So I got The Devil's Body Count. They would be an amazing 80s hair metal band.
Nice.
The Devil's Body Count.
And that's in response to Jam just saying, "What's up, Mom?"
Yeah.
The Devil's Body Count. That's what's up. And then I've got In Detroit, no less. They'd be like a Midwestern emo band. Now you want to see the devil in the flesh? You want to reach out and touch pure evil? And in Detroit, no less? Like, I love how she ends on that, and that's like where the emphasis is like, no. We're not going to the city, my sweet, sweet baby boy.
Yeah, no.
Can I say?
Oh, yeah, jump in.
I only have 2, and one of them is the band name is The Devil in the Flesh, and the album is "And in Detroit, no less." So I'm with you there.
That's much better.
Yeah.
I like that.
Matt Mock. That'd be my black metal band name.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Matt Mock.
Matt Mock.
Yeah. Super evil. Mothers Against the Music of Kiss.
Yes.
can't put an acronym inside of an acronym.
No, I wouldn't stage it as an acronym. It would
know.
be
Yeah.
just Matt
I'm
Mock.
critiquing Matt Mock itself.
Yeah.
What the? No.
Yeah, no. Mothers Against the Music of Knights in Satan's Service?
I got the Stellas. They're a 2000s era Strokes like rock band.
Cool.
The Stellas must be.
That's got to be a real
Like,
band.
has
Yeah.
to.
I know it was a dig back then, but it's kind of a cool name now.
It's a great
Sick.
name.
cool
Yeah,
name.
I
Totally
know
go
that.
for it.
There's
Yeah.
no shame in being a Stella. If
No.
it was the 70s, my wife would be a Stella.
Call me a Stella. All right.
Yeah. I got Chain Smoking Savior. They'd be a folk punk band. It's mom, lighting a new cigarette every fucking scene. Like literally, like I feel like that was a beautiful piece of direction, where it's like and action. Oh no, Lynn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you got to puff.
I
She's like,
think
oh.
Lynn Shay
I think
was
Lynn
like,
was doing it. Yeah.
so I'm gonna just be chain smoking this whole time, right? Yeah.
Did
I
the
think
same thing in
She probably
Kingpin.
came into
Yeah.
the fucking audition smoking
Exactly.
a cigarette. For sure.
probably
I
put out
bet
a
you she
pack.
did.
Yeah.
She's
That's how you build a character.
Exactly.
she's
That's what she's
amazing.
doing.
She's everything.
I've got Veruti, You Disgust Me. They're a pop punk band. It's when Tripp
yeah,
is
for
trying
sure.
to like get out and answer the radio call. He's
Yeah.
like, but I got it. Oh, I'm already going.
He's so pills.
Yeah, the salt pills. It's like, Baruti, you disgust me. He doesn't even write the pass. He just rips the piece of paper off and hands it to him. The Dropout Motions, they'd be a shoegaze band. Which is Tripp says it and the fucking robber says it, which is a beautiful callback. It's like, dude, I'm just going through the motions until I can drop out.
Yeah.
Very Stale Mushroom. They'd be just like, it'd be one trance DJ, basically. It's just
Stale
like,
Mushroom? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely.
I got the Cheese Hunks. They'd be a prog rock band. And the quote is like, it's a hunk of fucking cheese, Kenny.
A hunk of
Fucking cheese.
Chongo? That'd be like Death Grips or something.
Oh, Chongo are on here. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got movies that start like this. They'd be like early 2000s Screamo band. Just like in reference to both like, hey man, like we got to pick her up. They make scary movies that start like this.
Yeah.
But they make porno movies that start like this too, dude. Woo! Filled with wit and irony. They'd be like a 2010s twee, cutesy indie rock duo.
Sure.
That's what, Christine says when, he's like, well, are you going to blow us or what? It's like, wow, you're filled with wit and irony, my friend.
Yeah. So much smarter than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
For a beautiful grindcore band, we've got Fido's Fellatio.
Close.
In reference to Disco Blows Dogs for Quarters.
Yeah. Disco blows dogs for quarters, man. Sorry.
We've got a emo rapper named Vito the Volvo.
I mean, you could just do Dogs for Quarters.
Dogs for Quarters,
for
yeah.
Quarters.
Dogs for Quarters. What a band.
Yeah.
DFQ?
Exactly.
DFQ!
Yeah. Vito the Volvo. From the line, do you think they're gonna spend city dollars on a Swedish car?
Yeah, that's a good fucking line. Yeah.
It's some good logic.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some good logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was when the war started.
Exactly.
That was when Detroit was falling.
Yep.
Like,
That's when it meant something for sure.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a war.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We got Hey Chongo. They're a surf rock band, but I like Chongo just being Death
Just
Grips.
Chongo, all caps.
Exactly.
It's Death Grips. Yeah.
Got Tough and Tender. They're an early 90s rap duo. It's one of my favorite lines that actually, aside from A Chongo, that we used to quote the most as kids was, sometimes being tough means being tender. And as a child, it was just calling someone a pussy, basically.
But he's right.
I know, he is right, but I was wrong as a kid, just to clarify.
Yeah, of course.
Of course you were.
Yeah. We've got Vomit Pitcher. They're a deathcore band, of course.
Yeah.
The
Dude.
fucking nastiest thing I've ever seen in a
Oh,
movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's
Repulsive.
something very
Really.
I don't know.
What's the most disturbing thing is him putting it on
It's like
tray.
and that
And that guy
guy,
having to.
and he's like, I'm just at work right now.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Dude, I'm not wearing any clothes and I'm at work right now.
Yeah.
I don't
so
spill
bad
this
for
on
him.
my shirt. I
Yeah.
spill this on my
balls.
chest.
Ugh.
And I am still on the clock, so I'm still going to give you the finger guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got two, and then we can move on. I've got, as a New York City hardcore band, Stretch Armstrong Robbery. Sorry, take that one more time. As a New York City hardcore band, I've got Stretch Strong Armed Robbery.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's why that was hard to say.
That's great marketing. Give your band name a tongue twister.
Exactly.
Wait, Stretch Armstrong robbery? Wait.
No, Stretch Strong Arm Robbery.
Stretch
Yeah, okay.
It's like a strong arm
'cause,
robbery.
Yeah. Because everyone's just like at the show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then we've got, my last one is Polly Purebred. They'd be a Riot Girl punk band.
Sick.
And that's one of the things the rapist mechanic says to Christine. It's like, oh, look at Polly Purebred here.
Fucking nasty, dude.
Yeah.
So it'd be an ironic name that they're like, yeah, we got this from the mouth of a rapist.
Exactly.
In a
We're not Polly Purebreds, all right? We're
Yes.
human beings. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Exactly.
I'll just go into my other band because it's also a Riot Girl band. Fuck yeah, and it's called Sister Gonorrhea.
Hell yeah.
And the
Hell yeah.
album, their debut album, is Waiting for a Bus.
Yeah.
Yes.
First song, what the hell are you doing there?
That's it.
You can see the album cover too. They're just like, just staring off, not giving a shit at a bus stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
They're all in habits.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And scratching.
All of the scratching.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, fuck. Well, we've got an updated movie title for 2023.
Oh.
What would it be if it were released today?
Detroit Rock City.
It's
Sorry.
kind of limiting.
Yeah.
It must be a Kiss song title.
It's Detroit Rock City.
I have rock and roll ! And then all night ?
Yes, that's how they named. That's how movies titles work
Okay, love it.
in surrealist landscape.
My Fellini version of Detroit Rock City. Yeah.
So a lot of black and white, a lot of silence, no sync
Just all
sound,
pantomime.
all Italian style,
Whoa.
Oh man.
just like when Kiss is performing at the end.
Oh yeah, you're doing great.
With the Roger Deakins Would Be Proud Award for cinematography. Got any memorable,
Like you guys-
adventurous cinematographic moments?
You guys touched on a lot earlier. If you
Yeah.
want to regurgitate, fucking spew away.
That's the one thing I remember. There was one shot, but I did not write this down. So
I got a
I'll shut
couple.
up.
Well, there's one
It's okay.
the three of us would be familiar with. There's a split diopter shot
Which one?
at the beginning when Ed Furlong's calling Jam,
Mm-hmm.
and so Edward's in the front, and then the other people are in the back.
Oh, okay.
And we
Definitely.
used a split diopter on your movie.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
And,
Yeah,
and are you familiar?
that is a really cool shot.
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Love the split diopter.
yeah. It's like not used much anymore.
Yeah.
And that's like it was nice of them to put it in. It's like a throwback to the 70s, like the films of the 70s.
Yeah. Some De Palma.
Yes, totally. Fuck. Hey,
De Palma would have done a great Detroit Rock City.
Would it have been darker?
Oh yeah. Someone would have died.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
hornier.
Someone
It's
would have
already
been
pretty
murdered.
horny, but the ones I have are kind of like they're very simple, but things that I've always stuck out to me, and that's like inside the locker when Hawk is like, as they say in the tampon biz, see you next period.
I know. I tried to work that into a band name. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I have my shot.
Yeah.
The inside Gene Simmons mouth
Yes.
with the audience. Like,
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
Nice.
Building the whole prosthetic around the camera. Like,
So,
that's
You can
incredible.
see the row of teeth.
You get like 2 seconds. It doesn't
Yes.
matter. It's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
right at the
really
end.
cool.
So
Really
good.
cool.
So good. Yeah, that was my other one. So
Yeah, I got the.
no, that was.
That's the one
So
I was trying to.
fucking
I was
good.
like, I
Yeah.
know there's something that's like, wow.
Well, it's the same concept. It's like inside something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my own personal one that I didn't say, and then I'm just gonna repeat ones you guys said earlier that you're not thinking about. My personal favorite is the slow tracking shot of Hawk walking up the stage drunkenly
Gosh.
in
Yeah.
It's Raining Men,
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, we're playing like I
wanna
want to put on my boogie shoes, ooh, and boogie with you. Or maybe we don't want to put on our boogie shoes because I don't know if we can clear that song. But yes, anyways,
You can't even sing it poorly.
I don't
time.
know.
We
I don't know how
fucked it up
algorithms
enough. You
work.
can
It's
just play
fine.
it. It's fine.
Anyways, but yeah, that's my favorite personal shot. But stuff you guys talked about earlier, the fucking push into Jam's mom holding the tickets perfectly, blocking her face.
Yeah.
Just
And then they
tasty.
instantly become lit aflame. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't even see the devil.
Yeah.
And then the devil shows you.
Yeah,
who they
yeah,
really
yeah.
are.
Yeah, the shot with the cigarette tray in between the two of them, showing the separation between mother and son and what divides them. It's all very like, okay, yeah, this is cinema, like film school shit.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
here. Like,
There's a 20-minute behind-the-scenes video showing what's the director and the DP on the ground setting up that shot.
oh,
It's like,
wow.
Jam and Lane are running through the scene, and they're just like building the shot. And they're putting the tray in front of themselves. Yeah.
To have the fire in the right spot.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like it's
Hell
long.
yeah.
It's long. Like they almost like went to like sleep,
No, I mean,
laying down on the
it's
floor. Like
clearly an important shot in the movie.
yeah.
Yeah. And then, I've got, it's kind of tacky nowadays, but that upside down camera tilt during the Elvis hallway chase.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
when they get chased out and
Does-
then into the real
that was
world.
very-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was made popular just either right before or right after that in The Faculty. Like
Yeah.
that was used heavily in the
Yep.
late 1990s.
Cool.
So it's a Robert Rodriguez making it popular.
Probably.
He is
I
a
don't know.
wild.
I don't know who did it first. I think it was done first in the 70s.
Oh,
But,
no,
like,
I'm not saying he made it up.
Like it was
No.
in every movie in
Yeah,
the late
yeah.
90s somehow, somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one
he's
shot.
of the DJ director generation, like Quentin, where it's like just let's remix.
Yeah.
Like yeah. He's a
No,
good shot.
that's what
Nice.
I got.
Nice dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the Elvis. And the like pan up and you see the school and stuff. It's a pretty good use of a
That's
crane.
Very
Pretty
cool.
good use of a crane.
Yeah, dude.
And like I don't know what they did to his face, what the makeup's going on there, the lighting. Like he looks fucking demonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's all him, dude.
I guess it's
Like, you know how to roll your eyes in the back of your head?
that guy's put that guy in more movies as cronies and stuff.
Yeah. We've got the Is That Channing Tatum in a Dog Collar Award, awarded to an actor with an unexpected cameo or scene-stealing bit part.
I feel like this movie's full of them.
I know, I got two, though, that I really want to talk about.
Jason
go.
Biggs.
I got Jason Biggs. That's,
Really?
Yeah.
That's because I knew he was in it.
Hell yeah. The most important one to me is Richard Hillman, we talked about very briefly earlier, as the ticket scalper. Like that monologue, like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I'm going to go strip if I hear that monologue. Like he's so good.
He stopped the movie
Yeah.
to do that monologue.
Exactly.
Everything stopped
Yeah.
and paid attention to him.
And-
It was so good.
He has one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kills it, right? Like
Yeah.
I've heard actors talk about it where it's like if you're starring in the whole movie, you have all this time to like develop and work on it and flesh it out and be immersed and stuff. And one of the hardest things is to just come in and be explosive. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Like it's even more impressive, like in like Tropic Thunder when Tom Cruise is just that guy for one scene.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, you're just like this out of nowhere. You know, it's like anyone who just does those little cameos and they're actually standouts. It is really difficult, you know, and I could see how that would be. He just nailed it.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah. And then I got Kevin Corrigan as the rapey chop shop mechanic.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
just in fucking
Right.
everything.
Yes, he
Yeah.
really is. In
He is.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a SNL, right? Didn't he do SNL for a little while? Either wrote or was
I
in
would
it?
not.
Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
I thought that's how he got to know everybody. But
He's like,
he's
yeah,
he's in a lot
he's
of
in like
stuff.
fucking Scorsese movies. He's in bad like ABC Family, like, oh, I guess there's 9 kids now shows.
Yeah.
Like he's in everything.
He just
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, he work. He's a working actor.
Yep.
Shannon Tweed, maybe?
Yeah, she counts. She counts.
I honestly don't. I mean, I know who she is now, but I didn't know who she
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Wasn't-
She has a presence.
Yeah, she
That's
does.
for sure.
Anything else?
That's what I got for that one.
Oh, it's a sailboat award. Are there any themes or bigger messages that the director is trying to convey? Yeah, I mean, it's another like slapsticky fun movie, but I all 4 of the kids have their like hero's journey,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of impressive to put 4 of those stories.
Yeah.
When they split up, I thought like watching it this time I was like, oh, how the fuck are you going to tell this story? But now there's an A, B, C, and D plot
Yeah.
going on, and they all resolve.
Yeah.
All pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I was joking about the like Lord of the Rings thing, but it's like it is
Yeah,
the
very much.
dividing of the party.
Yeah,
You know,
we could map this to Lord of the Rings very easily.
There
yeah.
is I mean, they are both direct, obviously, hero's journey things,
Right.
but to have the branching
Yeah,
protagonist thing is a more complex story structure that, like, the movie just hides that. You don't.
Yeah.
It's a 90-minute
it's already
dumb comedy,
that,
right?
that happens
like,
past the
it's
first
not.
half of the movie too. Like
Yeah.
first, it's just
Mr.
great.
Jam! Mr.
Yeah.
Jam, wait! Mr. Jam! He's clearly Frodo.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There's some straws. I'm just going to reach out and grasp for them. I've got make the most out of your youthful experiences. Because it's like, you know, any coming of age movie, I feel like that's usually like
Yeah,
the message is like, look, man, better things might happen in life, but these are your golden years, bro. You're like only 16 once, you know, go, you know, steal your mom's car.
Yeah, don't listen to your parents.
Don't listen to your parents. Yeah,
Yes.
live your life. Speaking of not listening to your parents, my other straw grasp is Catholicism is a hypocritical, overly controlling, perverted mess.
Yes.
Is kind of what they're.
Well, that's pretty blatant.
yeah, I
in
was
this
gonna say.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the director grew up through the Satanic Panic. I'm assuming the director and writer are like actual rock fans. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
Like,
However-
let's make a mockery of this bullshit.
yeah,
It's ridiculous.
right? Because and we weren't even talking about how comical and stupid the Satanic Panic was as a culture yet. I don't think maybe, but like it seems like they were. Let's ridicule this because it is this. That's what the war I was fighting. I'm like, the church doesn't give a fuck about rock music anymore. Like, they're not like, otherwise they'd be trying to shut down like extreme metal, or they don't care about that shit, but it was at one time this battle, for the soul of the youth.
Yeah.
At the Hans Gruber Death Fall Award, we don't have anybody die really, but I really enjoyed watching the very end when Chongo and his little brother get through subterfuge, because they beat themselves up.
Oh no, the disco people die from exposure.
They're chained up in the elements.
Oh, yeah.
Chained up on the side of a road.
Yeah, they're just skeletons now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I had Jam's fear of his mother. That's what died in this
There you go.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Good for Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Elvis doesn't get his comeuppance. Like,
No.
the villains, the little kid and his cronies being destroyed, they're vanquished.
Yeah, that's what,
Right?
That's what
you
Luke
were
just
saying.
said, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's pretty much what I
Yeah.
That's like, but like also Jam's mom getting cut down at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So
stretch.
that's
It's a
I think
stretch.
she'll
Stretch.
change.
being expunged from the evil of the ring. And, I'm just kidding.
Bring it all back.
It's when the Eagles show up.
Yeah. Well, even more ring talk. We've got controversial hot takes. What would make someone rewatch this movie with a different point of view? I got 3.
Y'all are gonna hate me.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
really. But
Okay.
Go ahead, Chuck. I'm feeling yours are stronger.
Jam should probably just run away from home. Seems like a very controlling, abusive home life. Like he
Yeah.
should probably not be there.
I think he's on his
He's
way
on his
there.
way now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Jam, Huck, and Lex should probably stop hanging out with Trip soon because he's, the kind of dude who wants to beat up children and assault women on the side of the road.
There's that, and he destroys the forward momentum every time.
All he
Yeah.
does is like,
Fucks everything up every time. Yeah.
Just like the friends we've all had.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is all part of being a teenager.
This is part of being a
though.
teenager,
So it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, they will go on that trajectory.
yeah,
Mystery
eventually. Not within the
won't
movie.
make it.
No.
They'll get a
It'll
different
always stay a
guitarist.
mystery. Yeah.
They'll get a different guitarist.
I want a mystery shirt, though.
That'd be good.
That'd be sick.
Beth hooked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, where'd you get a T-shirt printed in the 70s? Good job.
Yeah.
My final hot take isn't even my hot take. It's my mom's hot take.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So,
Uh-oh.
talk about a blood feud. You also got a blood feud with my mom.
What?
Yeah, my mom loves this movie, as I said earlier. But her one gripe is, oh yeah, I used to hang out and party with those kind of kids. They would not be caught dead listening to Kiss. Those kids would be like Sabbath heads or like listening to
hope the camera's
AC/DC.
working.
Okay.
This is my mom. I didn't live through the 70s. This is my mom being like, oh no, like their attitudes and like their whole little weird like clicky smoking weed, like shouting at girls and stuff. It's like, no, those guys burn a bag and listen to Sabbath. They don't listen to Kiss.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But I feel
Yeah.
like maybe that just is the difference between a few years, Like,
Maybe.
within the story of the movie. But the whole fucking movie is about kids.
Oh, I
you
know.
So
I'm
I
just
think
saying,
it's easy to suspend your disbelief.
I'm just saying
in that
my
regard.
mom was like, bro, 78, this would be a Sabbath movie.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
fucking...
yeah.
There's
But they're-
no blood feud here. I'm
I know.
not
They're
I'm
gonna
supposed to
fucking argue
kind of
with
be
that.
dorks, though, right? Like they
They're not.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're not fucking cool. Like
No,
these
no.
aren't the
Yeah.
cool
burnouts.
burnouts.
No.
Like
Those guys
there's
are
a-
at the school.
Yeah, they are at the school. Exactly. Like they're fucking there. They are listening to Sabbath. They do fucking rule, and like they are just not even thinking about.
But they're not going on
Jam
quests and
and
shit.
Hawks.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Fucking
Sabbath guys
crew.
are like, we just saw Sabbath. Dude.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Yeah, just walked in the back.
That's it. There's no quest.
No.
You know what I mean? There wouldn't be the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They well, the,
Whoa, we got pizza.
Whoa.
But I also don't think that they'd be. Well, who knows? I didn't fucking grow up in the 70s. I'm like, they're probably not talking mad shit. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
There's no blood. Like that.
Okay.
That's hella real.
I do think
I
it
totally
is-
get that.
Yeah.
yeah. Because, like, I was that group. Like, even the kids who hadn't watched Detroit Rock City, we were that group. Mm-hmm. They all fucking hated Kiss. They thought Kiss sucked.
Yeah.
I was like, Kiss is cool. And they'd
Yeah.
be like, no, it's fucking not, dude.
Dude.
No, they're fucking not. Black Sabbath is cool,
Yeah.
and AC/DC is cool. Kiss fucking sucks. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I love you, Mom, if you're listening, even though you're a gatekeeper.
Well, mine isn't nearly as serious, but I was disturbed by the 1990s Kmart fake blood they had after they beat each other up. It was not very good.
Yeah.
Like, that's the same kind of
I
fake
like
blood I
it.
had at Halloween.
It's red.
I like
it's
it.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
This is
it's-
this is before Saw, dude.
I
So
know.
we didn't put
Yeah.
real
I know,
blood
but
in
I'm
movies.
I'm
It's a
conditioned
goofy
now to
movie.
know what dried blood looks like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not that.
Yeah, like when like Jam like spit out blood and he was like, look.
Yeah, was he holding it?
But
in?
it was the close-ups. Like they
Oh, the
didn't have to do the
close-ups, yeah.
close-ups to show that it was flaking off. And if they
Yeah.
applied it 5 minutes earlier, now it had dried.
That's bad.
But-
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, Gene was trying to cut corners. He's like, look, I got a whole like
That's-
trolley of blood capsules. We're just going to use those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did
That's
recycle Gene
much what they
Simmons.
used.
I
Yeah.
do this every night, okay?
Exactly.
Yep. Time for another Spider-Man award. Is this due for a remake?
Absolutely.
Could this be remade?
Not a remake, but
Different band movie.
yeah, I want to
sure.
see a spiritual successor. So I would love to see like a different era of slackers.
So they're,
Like, if
trying to
it's-
see some 41 or some shit.
Maybe if it's fun enough.
if it's supposed to be 1999.
I just meant like if it's like the 80s, then I want to see him like trying to go see like fucking Metallica or something like that.
Yeah.
And then same thing like if it's like the 90s or like 2000s, like how fun would it be if it was like a dude, they're doing Woodstock again.
Oh yeah.
It's Woodstock 99, bro. And then it's like, yeah, it's for like teens trying to go see Limp Bizkit. That would be fucking amazing.
There is an AC/DC movie that is extremely similar to this. It was terrible.
Okay.
I bought the DVD though because I was like, AC/DC is my favorite band
Yeah.
of all time. It's an Australian movie where 4 kids are like traveling across all of Australia to get to an AC/DC concert
That
that is
sounds
clearly inspired by. I remember not enjoying the movie.
Okay.
Like I have no idea. I think it was called like Thunderstruck or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of fuck all in between cities in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, that one could be actually very harrowing.
Yeah.
We have to cross the outback.
Yeah.
Our car broke down. Uh-oh. Yeah.
I don't think this movie can be remade. I think it was like a hit at a very specific time, and Kiss is such a specific band that just like really thrives off capitalism, including like a movie like this, you know?
Yeah.
And I just don't think something like this can be done again.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I think it's very novelty, and it didn't even do well, you know?
No.
But I think it.
There is no other real band that has that sort of like mystique and like
Yeah.
why I see-
campiness, but also like larger than life,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
hugeness. I mean, like,
Yeah, certainly not anymore.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I see
Absolutely.
it like as like a festival quest because that could be
Right.
fun because then you can have like it doesn't have to be necessarily you can still have the music and the bands but it doesn't have to be the focal point. Like it's like no, like we gotta get there because I gotta take a bunch of ecstasy and like go on like my own little adventure and like
yeah, it'd be an EDM quest.
Exactly.
If it came out today.
yeah,
I just feel like a movie like that, even that concept, could not be done well
No.
today.
They don't make
Like
movies like this.
there's gonna be the end is gonna be a cheesy bullshit cameo, and it's just you're just gonna want to throw up. Like I just think it's not gonna be good. Ew, stop.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I was gonna
I mean, this is post Wayne's World. It's Wayne's World kind of does that
Yeah.
sort of
Yes,
thing. There's
you're
not
right,
necessarily
yeah.
the direct quest. I
Yeah.
mean, or
They
it
set
does
up
have the
the-
quest, but it's like a mini quest.
Yeah.
Like seeing Alice Cooper
Yeah.
is the mini quest to the larger journey,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the second.
Oh, the second one
Yeah.
too with Woodstock and
Yeah.
Aerosmith, but that literally does have a quest because they go to like
Right.
another dimension and meet Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Stuff, but it's also not as good because like Aerosmith or Alice Cooper, like come on, it's fucking Alice Cooper, like what the fuck?
That's what we say now. But he was actually more of a threat to parents than Kiss was.
Oh yeah.
Alice
Oh,
Cooper?
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Alice Cooper. There could be an Alice Cooper type band, a movie like this.
Alice Cooper was the Marilyn Manson of his time.
Absolutely.
Whereas Kiss was just a
Ooh.
big glam rock band. Cooper was like really dancing with the devil.
Yeah, they
Hell
were
yeah.
banned. I mean, Black Sabbath also had that controversy. Like they were banned from cities. There's like a famous story where like they played some city, the church like protested it, and then the next day the church burned down. It wasn't them, obviously. They don't care, but they didn't get to go back to that city.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do an Aussie movie maybe, like,
Yeah.
but then just make a movie about Aussie.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Pissing on the Alamo?
Let's not.
Fuck.
No more biopics, please. I beg the world.
We got to fucking watch Napoleon soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
fuck. Yeah.
The Joker as Napoleon.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we got the Be Kind, Please Rewind award. Good or bad, is this movie worth a rewatch? Is it something you'd recommend to someone who's never seen it?
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a cultural icon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, like, sexism and homophobia be damned. I was surprised it was still cracking me up like every fucking scene.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it is, yeah. It's a great 90s comedy.
Feel good.
Yeah, man. I love this movie. I watch it all the time.
And it is of that optimistic era, right?
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
before 9/11, when it was like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
future that we're headed towards, everything's going to be fucking
gonna
silver
be-
and chrome.
It's
and
going to be just like the
exciting.
70s was.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to redo the 70s, but better, y'all.
Neil Breen would not be involved in anything in this, though.
No.
He's not. Let's go past that.
I was just going to grasp at straws with that one and just say, as far as just like the movie and its themes being relevant, I would say, yeah. It captures the feeling of seeing your favorite band for the first time so fucking well.
Yeah.
Like, that is one thing that, like, no matter how many times I see this movie, it is still, like, so electrifying when they actually get into the fucking concert.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And it, like, it gives me chills and overwhelms me with that feeling of, like, oh, that, like, I'm, like, 18 and I just spent all the money I have in the world to go see this.
And it means everything.
And it means everything. And it's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a letdown. You're like, yeah, no, this was totally worth, like, working all summer.
I love
Yeah, it was
the
every
camera.
show.
Yeah.
them,
Every show I
like,
went to.
Exactly.
Just like pulling their hair, being like, "Oh fuck!" Like
Yeah.
they really did.
We
such
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've seen your bands, it's like I remember all those moments. Like,
yeah.
Dad, they're playing it. What?
Yeah, especially if it's something like that you thought you would never see in your lifetime. You're like,
Yeah.
you have like a little mild, like out of body experience where you're like, they're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have so many of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Me too.
You know?
I will say when I first saw Kiss, I was almost 30, and I fully just like I was a fucking 12 in that moment, like, and I cried multiple times,
yeah.
and I was just shaking and screaming, and like it was probably the best night of my life, like truly, just because I was a little kid again in
Yeah.
that moment, and it was fucking perfect.
Super duper
And like,
cried.
that's
Yeah.
the best. Yeah, I fully cried multiple times.
No, when I saw AC/DC,
Yes, of
and
course.
I was like 29 or something, and I'm like, okay, because I remember that was like one thing where I was like, when I was like 15, I was like, oh, I realized if I just imagine someone handing me AC/DC tickets, I can make myself cry. Like I used, and I would do it. I would just be like. Like, and it just didn't happen and then my buddy got me the tickets for my birthday, and I fucking cried, and then I cried at the concert, and you know, all that.
It's so nice.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like that's why you make a movie like this, because if you liked a band or anything, you've had that moment. You know, you've had that, like, you know, even if you're just driving across the, like, it's a quest or something.
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
this harrowing, like, do we gotta park? We gotta get there on time,
Yeah.
bro. Like, don't get too fucked up. Get a little fucked up. Don't get too fucked
Exactly.
up. Like, you know, like I went with friends where they're like, they're holding us back.
Yeah.
And it's like, sorry, bro, you're staying in the van. I gotta go see Judas Priest. Like, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about you
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
right now. Like, I
Yeah.
gotta go. You fucked up. You know?
Oh. Yeah, my AC/DC and Kiss, little further into the future was System of a Down.
Sure.
Oh,
I
fuck
was
yeah.
just like, oh, like that was my, it was like literally like, oh my God, I'm 11 years old.
They're
again.
there.
They're there. Yeah,
Surge is there.
exactly. Serge is looking at me. I'm the reason why we started moshing is because we made eye contact and he's like, okay, that young man in the back says it's fine.
Yeah.
We can do this.
When Ronnie James Dio pointed the horns at me because he saw how hard I was rocking out,
Yeah.
that was my moment. Yes. Power!
We should just take a moment to hail.
Speaking of love, rainy day pairings. We all love this movie, but what would you watch with it? What would be the best double feature to pair with Detroit Rock City?
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly. I did write down Kiss Meets Phantom of the Park.
Hell yeah. If you want to go full Kiss themed, then yes, 100%.
Yeah.
If you want to go like rocker and nostalgia themed, I'd say Wayne's World.
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
I said Airheads.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I love
Really good.
Airheads. I did.
It's very
yeah.
good. They're closer to the Airheads guys than Wayne and Garth. When I rewatch that movie, they're all very wholesome.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Wayne and I'm like, I'm glad this is the guys I picked.
Yeah, totally.
Like, cool. Like,
No, Trip
They're all
grows
good.
up to be Steve Buscemi.
yeah.
Oh God, yeah,
No, Steve
truly.
doesn't deserve that.
I mean,
He is grimy in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
moving right along. We have the Sonic Death Monkey Top 5. An esoteric question that changes weekly. This week's question: what are your top 5 all-time high school shenanigans movies?
Oh no,
I don't know if we sent this out.
you
We
didn't.
We didn't. Oh, shit.
That's okay.
This
I
is a
can do
weird-
that.
Clueless.
I didn't. I'm responsible
Dazed and
for writing it.
Confused.
Yeah,
Come back.
Rock on High School.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good ones.
All good. Yeah, I was going to say.
Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Sure, fuck
Really
yeah.
good.
Was Suburbia count here?
It was
So
like
it's
not being put on the spot.
Yeah.
I had time to write shit.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
You all got my list, so fucking round of applause. No,
Scream. That's
I-
that's
well, that's
high
what-
school hijinks.
that's what my wife said. My wife was like, Lauren was like, dude, Scream is hijinks. I was like, Scream is not shenanigans.
It's
and she's like,
shenanigans.
it's shenanigans.
Jamie Kennedy brings lots of
He
shenanigans.
brings the shenanigans,
Is
yeah.
there mushrooms on that pizza?
Probably.
Good.
Ooh,
That's
perfect.
appropriate.
Mushroom.
13.
But yeah, for runner-up movies, I had Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
Saved, which we already talked about on the podcast, and Rushmore.
I think Fast Times would be a good double feature with this as well.
Yeah.
It's only
Yeah.
3 years later than this is supposed to take place. I think it's
Yeah.
like 81.
Yeah.
It's definitely of that time.
For my top 5, though, I had Mean Girls at number 5.
Wow.
Clueless at number 4. See, I'm telling you, you're killing it. Superbad at number 3, only because it happened so close to like my high school career. Yeah,
That was our.
that was our actual, yeah.
It's like we're in
Yeah.
high school.
Exactly. Number 2 was Days Confused.
Yeah.
And then my dark horse. I wouldn't be who I am without this movie. My number 1, Encino Man.
Squeeze the juice.
Squeeze the juice.
And you say Pauly Shore's never shown us dark.
Yeah.
Stony, all you care about are chillin' nugs and grindage. That is the most like thought out line in the entire film. Everything else is just like, oh, look at that, like we're going over here, and then like that's the like pivotal moment where you have the Dark Night of the Soul.
Yeah.
Where Sean Astin and Pauly Shore are gonna split ways, and that's what is said. You don't care about me.
Also, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Pauly Shore's Frodo.
exactly.
God.
Yeah, I got Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I actually strangely grew up watching that. My dad let me watch that from the time I was 4 or 5.
That was on
I watched it
heavy
very
rotation
young.
for
Yeah,
me.
which is a
same.
Absolutely. I've
strange
seen
thing to
that
do.
My parents
30 times. Yeah.
sheltered me at all.
Yeah.
Watched everything.
Dazed and Confused.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
All right, yeah.
Hackers,
Oh,
which
yeah.
they're all like 20, 25, 30 years old, but they're
Sure.
supposed to be in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of stretching it, but Brick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's hijinks.
Sure.
One of
That's
my
hijinks.
favorite films of all time.
Brick is awesome.
We
Yeah.
love you, Ryan. You might actually be listening.
And he and Ryan and Natasha are working together now.
Oh,
They-
yeah,
they're
because she was
working
in
on
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion, and
She had a
they're-
cameo.
They're doing they're doing like the show Poker Face.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, they're friends in real life.
Yep.
Nice.
And I got honorable mentions. I got Rushmore, Better Off Dead, and Not Another Teen Movie,
Oh.
which is where I know Sam Huntington from the most.
Yeah.
Right.
And he is he's great at parodying himself,
Yeah.
and he does jam so well. And yeah, just
Yeah, he's just playing
He's
jam in that
funny as
movie.
fuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not looking for sex. They're looking for love.
I feel like Rock and Roll High School is like so. It's like almost the most similar movie. Like I
Yeah.
thought of that, but like I didn't. I also just was like, yeah, that's a full on Ramones fucking movie,
And it came
Yeah.
out when this movie takes place. It's like 77
Yeah.
or something like that.
which
Yeah.
makes sense.
I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah.
it's so
Written by
fun.
my ex-professor, Joseph McBride.
I was waiting for you to not say professor and be like, whoa. Written by my ex, dude.
It reminds Joseph
No,
McBride.
no, Joseph McBride. He's very serious. Hello. And I'm like, how'd you write that?
That's a good one.
Right on. So
Nice.
thank you. On to our verdict. I think we're probably all going to let this live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is our 20th episode.
Yeah.
This is where we the next few episodes, or after this, we will be rewriting the show a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And we just want to make clear that the verdict, the let live, the continue to monitor and kill, is about the rewatchability. So going
Oh
forward,
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
it's very differently about that. Not do we burn it
Gotcha.
or shit on it.
We can state that if
No
we
one
watch
can
a movie that's that fucking bad.
Yeah.
But
Then we probably
Yeah.
shouldn't do a podcast on it. But
yeah, problem. So no John Wayne's The Conqueror. Let's just take that
We
one
need to make another
off
show for
the
that, like,
list.
yeah.
Yeah. Just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well,
right on.
I constantly rewatch this movie.
Right on.
It's one of my most rewatched movies, so that's me.
Yeah, I mean, I want 12-year-olds to keep watching this
Yeah.
for years and years and years and just keep going.
Right on.
You know, like, definitely. Yeah.
Does anybody have any pluggables? Any shows going on? Any Instagram accounts?
I mean, you can follow me on Instagram at Robert_Negoesco.
I should follow you.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. It's happening right now. That could be you people.
Yeah. I'll plug Robert
He did
for
not
him.
pay
Yeah.
me for this.
'Cause,
Robert is an extremely talented filmmaker and comic book artist, and you should buy his comics.
Yeah. You can buy them on my Instagram. Thank you.
Right.
yeah. Well, thank you once again, all of you, for doing this. Thank you,
Yeah.
Taylor. People will see the face makeup,
Yes.
All right.
so
Sick.
all except for Chuck's.
Yeah.
I had no part in this.
There you go. Yeah, we just wanted to
But-
announce that.
Wait, does that mean that everybody's camera worked but mine? Did you
I don't know if
sabotage
anyone's
me?
camera works.
Oh,
this
okay.
time.
Thank you,
Well, the way he said, we'll see everybody's makeup but mine. I was like,
no, we'll see it. I just don't want to attribute it.
yes,
to
yes.
Taylor.
To Taylor, yes.
Yes,
But,
thank you for choosing this movie and doing
Yes.
our makeup. I appreciate it.
Oh, you guys, this has been so much fun.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I love this band. I loved hanging out with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. I have been Luc Londe.
I have been Chuck Starzenski.
You have a star in your eye.
I know, that's why I got confused. I was like, who am I, actually?
The star child.
I have been the Star Child, actually, yeah.
Yeah. I've been Peter Chris. Thank you for having me, otherwise known as Taylor Diffenderfer.
Ace Frehley, Robert Negoesco. Thank you.
And this has been The Nostalgia Killers.
Woo!
God, I've said
Bang bang.
Come on! Yeah! I can't hear you! Yeah!